And I'm gonna stare at the empty Chi-Chi and I'm gonna blow on the flute.
As you play, you see Chi-Chi's body start to twitch again, and it looks your way.
Look, are you happy with that?
I mean, I kind of think we should jump up the sister, chop up the other dead guy. 1, 2, 3, dismemberment.
Like a high stakes situation.
Like an abrupt thing to just decide to chop a body up. I
did it! High five! Good job!
As he introduces himself and you meet King Lord Duke Sire Sir Conrau, I will leave it there and we'll pick up there next time. Welcome back to Table 5, Tales of the Misfits. Where did we leave off? If you can do a recap for me, I'll give you a hero point token. And I'm legitimately not going to give you one unless I feel like it's a good enough recap this time. So,
I have 2 dead bodies with me. I have the dead body of my twin Dahlia, and I have Calzette's body, and we cut off his foot and fed it to the bear.
So this is a family-friendly show, just letting everybody know. Family-friendly, this is where we're starting today's session. Yeah. So people who talk about D&D going off the rails, we're starting with a couple of corpses with a missing foot that we fed to a bear. What else? What else happened last time?
Well, we took a long rest. We were inside our ice hut and we woke up to the sound of frogs approaching. We're in the middle of a swamp and we had just met the Frog King, Sir Conrau.
Very good. All right. Well, here are points for the 2 of you. Contribute.
And we happen to be...
I can feel your heart pulse.
So many things wrong. I'm trying to pick which one to say. That's actually what's going on.
We happen to be near Ewelin Forest, and there are Ember Shards in this game. And we're going to Horatio's, his past life, the Gladiator Ring. That's where we're deciding. Yeah, hell yeah.
So that leaves me with, I had a dream. My character had a dream last time, and it was a dream flashback to an old performance I was doing underwater, and there were these 2 mer people that came mysteriously, and they dropped something, left it, and in there was a war gong that I then picked up, but I felt attached to it. I was going to sell it, and then I didn't sell it, because I felt attached to it, like it was a family heirloom, and thank you very much.
Well done. That's pretty much all of the bullet points from the last table session. So we pick up with you literally just waking up after a long rest in your ice hut. You leave the swamp to the sound of thousands of frogs around, and you see this huge yak-sized frog with a spindly little legs and his little umbrella keeping himself upright. His plank strapped to one arm and his dead animal carcass as a robe, essentially. Tiny little golden crown on his head, and he gave you a very long list of accolades as to his name and titles. And he greets you in the morning, essentially, with this intimidating swarm of frogs and bullywugs surrounding you, and he says, "So, what brings you to my swamp?"
We're looking at plants in the swamp because we love swamps. We love swamps. Do you love swamps?
I'm a big fan of swamps.
Oh my god!
You have such a lovely swamp, Sir King Lord Duke Sire Conrau of many accolades.
You have me as a... Excuse me, sorry, I must remember my speech therapy. You have me at a disadvantage. You see, you obviously know who I am. I understand Barrow-Dune has been spreading my good name all over the lands where you undoubtedly come from. That is correct?
Absolutely, yes.
Good.
Yes, Barrow-Dune, who I know a lot about.
Good. Well, I don't know who you are, and you are murdering my people. So why don't we talk about that first?
I think we should talk about how your people kind of accosted us and tried to steal all of our stuff. That was very ungentlemanly. Name's Horatio. Gentlemanly is
You go out and a bunch of bullywugs sort of step forward in front with spears out.
I put my shield up and give them an intimidating look.
Excuse me? That is not how gentlemen greet each other. I apologize, everybody. I'm gonna have to intimidate you now.
Make an intimidation roll. 20. That's
D20.
that one. Yeah.
Oh, damn it.
That's your intimidation modifier.
20!
Starting off well. With your intimidation modifier.
First roll of the session.
let's
God, here we go.
go.
Here we
How
go.
does it mean to go on?
Yes, thank you. Plus 3.
23. You step forward for a handshake. They step forward to protect the king. You give them an intimidating look and bring up the shield. They slink back behind the king. And goes, "What is it?" And then he sort of intimidatingly holds his froggy hand out for a handshake.
I'm sorry that you had to see that, but that is not the gentlemanly thing to do. Now, I'll try again. Hello, my name is Horatio, and that's good. And from now on, I expect politeness, no spears, don't look at the beautiful ladies.
Yeah.
And keep your P's and Q's in your alphabet soup. Woo!
It's a wet, slimy kind of a thing. It seems like he's not the driest of folks in this swamp. Let's say
Moist boy.
he's a moist boy. Yeah.
That was hot.
Thank you.
Bublé's watered in. You start to see some steam starting to come off.
Oh, out of the
Getting a bit.
gills.
Ooh, Horatio.
A damp man, my favorite.
So why? So you're murdering my people because you're accusing them of theft.
I don't think it's accusing if it's like the truth.
That's a good point.
Yes, I don't think you'd hold up in a court of law. Do you guys know what law is?
So
Frogs.
setting aside for a moment that while you are in my swamp, I, as the king, am the rightful owner of anything in my swamp, including your possessions, should I so wish. Setting that aside for a moment and presuming for the moment that they did indeed steal from you, you think murder is an appropriate punishment for theft?
Yes.
Right then. Acquitted.
Well, we didn't murder all of them, which I would say was our biggest mistake. We should have killed them all.
There's like a ripple of murmuring among all of the different frogs and the toads and the bullywugs around as they're all kind of getting on edge for a fight.
You don't know who we are because we don't usually leave witnesses. We were doing you a solid because we heard of you, Mr. King Conrail. So you better appreciate it and leave us
Make me
alone.
an intimidation check.
Okay.
Go.
I will say with the net 20 from before, I'll give you advantage on it.
Yeah. Okay.
Because although you are a foot tall,
Oh yeah.
you're flittering beside
That's true,
a
that's
very intimidating
Okay, I get advantage, right?
minotaur.
Oh, I'm so glad because that was a net 1.
Oh,
Not again.
One intimidation to the other.
18 plus 6, dirty 24. Whew, thank you so much for the advantage.
The two of you are proving to be a rather intimidating appearance. Conrail thinks for a moment. Then I shall not murder you immediately. I shall bring you back to my court where you will stand trial for your actions. And then as he's speaking, I need each of you to make a perception check. This is a smell-based perception check, if anything.
Smell,
If
okay.
you have any keen features or anything like that.
Oh gosh. 6.
Do I have any keen features?
Uh-oh.
I don't think so. Usually, like some
9 plus
races, like
6.
tabaxi maybe, or some of the animal folk have like keen smell. Lizard
13.
folk.
15. Did I do that right?
13.
9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, sorry.
Too
Just
early for
calculate.
math. Yeah.
15,
Yeah.
15, 13.
16 plus 3?
Oh, nice. 19.
19.
3.
So you're too busy intimidating frogs around you, but the rest of you start to smell smoke. And he's sort of giving orders to his people to start marching forwards, and they're pulling spears out and they're coming towards you. The three of you that smell smoke start looking around for it, and you see on the horizon a few tree lines away, essentially, there's black smoke starting to plume, and there's a definite smell of a forest fire nearby.
Do you smell that?
Do you smell that? Do you smell that?
Did you see that?
We're going through all the senses.
Can you guys smell that? Can you see that? Can you hear that? Can you taste that? Can you feel that on an emotional level?
On a spiritual level.
Yeah, on a spiritual
really can.
Yeah.
Like the Sixth Sense.
Yeah.
Bruce Willis.
The frogs haven't seemingly noticed. Not so great with sense of smell, so they're just marching you forwards.
Look, is that where you live, perchance?
You start pointing and drawing attention to it.
What is?
And the frogs and Horatio also all simultaneously now start looking towards the thing, and King Conrad goes, not again.
Global warming.
No, not global. I have a visitor that is proving to be somewhat of a nuisance.
Climate change.
No, not climate. A visitor is staying with us temporarily.
Emissions. Raised emissions.
And no, I don't. Someone is setting fire to my forest.
Yes, the
on a
world
routine
is
basis.
setting fire to the world.
Not just what. That is a problem. That is a major problem.
It is.
We notice it straight in the swamps. There is a big problem like this. We have lots of indicator species that disappear, and
I'm
lots of
sorry
things
to
are going
hear that.
extinct because of
Yes.
anthropomorphic climate change.
Yes.
We're not going to go into that whole thing right now. The immediate problem is the forest fire that has been started because of your damn visitor that's been. If you help me put the fire out, I might acquit you of your charges.
Who's the visitor?
And he starts to launch,
You could do it.
sort of, and all of the frogs start to
okay.
head in the
guess we could-
direction of the forest fire.
I guess so.
Or do we just run while they run?
You could also try to do so.
Oh yeah.
What do you do?
Buble. This is your chance.
This is my calling. This is my calling. I
This is
think.
your call.
I've got water.
Yeah.
I've got access to water. Depends how big that fire is, though. But we'll see what happens.
All right, so you're setting off running after them as well.
Yeah.
So you guys make your way towards the this like forest fire clearing essentially, and sure enough, as you're getting closer, you can start to smell the smoke a lot more. A lot stronger. You can start to feel the heat from the fire starting to come off, and then you round the corners and you see this huge, basically blazing inferno that's several trees wide. How wide is it? I need each of you to roll a d10, please.
D10. Where are
Nope, that's a
you?
d12.
This is the fun part, guys. Is us trying to find
That's
the
your
right
D10.
dice
Yep,
every
you
single
got
time.
it.
6.
You've
How
got
was
it.
that? Oh,
Is it an 8?
It's got a 0 on it.
There it is.
It's got a 0
Yeah,
on it.
6. I got 6.
9, 18, plus 6 is 24, plus that one, yeah. 3, 27. 27 trees are currently alight.
Oh.
And you need to put out
Out of a whole
27
forest.
trees. Yeah, but you are in the middle of a forest, and it is growing round by round.
Okay.
So,
You know, if there's anything I've learned from watching firefighter movies from America, it's you have to dig in front of the fire. Sorry?
is there something I've learned?
You gotta dig
I guess it's not.
in front of the fire. That's
Okay,
what I learned.
well,
but I mean,
Okay.
I don't know how helpful that
As
is.
you see this sort of ring of 27 trees that are alight and starting to push outwards, you also see in the center of this ring of trees a solitary creature, a humanoid with pink skin and horns that seems to be utterly delighted at how she's created this sort of inferno from nothing. And I will have fall cosplay enter the table, please. What the hell? Who the f*** are you?
Well, I'm Nixie, and you'll see, pink skin, very little armor, like short hair that looks quite singed on the edge, so it looks like it's possibly been burned off. Horns, long ears, completely black eyes, and a propensity for jingly jangles and sparkly things.
And if people wanted to see this character, hypothetically, where else could they see this character?
You could probably see Nixie on Deerstalker Pictures with One for All.
That's right. After the years and years of people asking for it, we finally had the opportunity to do a bit of a crossover.
Yay!
Welcome to the table, Nixie, and throw you guys into the deep end, having to deal with Nixie's arson.
Yeah.
So
1, 2, 27. Oh, last year I had 28. 1 and then 2 and then 3. More flames, more on fire. You get a fireball. You get a fireball. Everyone in this forest gets a fireball.
One of of the best ways to help us here at Viva Dirt League is by signing up to Viva Plus. You can get so much awesome content. We've got like 5 exclusive series over there that you could binge. And we've also got behind the scenes. We've got bloopers. We've got our Viva Plus updates. You could play video games with us. You could go on the draw to get your gamer tag in one of our skits. There's so much fun and community over there. So check it out at vivaplus.tv. Now back to the game.
And as the time continues, you see embers burning from the trees as the leaves take flight and start to catch other trees alight. What do you do to extinguish some of these trees? Buble? Everybody's looking at you.
Yeah, I know. Is there any water anywhere? Anywhere at all?
Lots of water. You're in a swamp.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
It's sort of wetlands, so it's not exactly
Oh,
used
so
to
yeah.
be a swamp. It's starting to return to its normal sort of wetlands area.
Okay, can I use shape water to pull some up and throw it?
You can, yes.
Towards
so
the
shape
trees?
water is a cantrip, which is not a very powerful spell.
Yeah, right.
If you have anything more powerful,
Okay, let's have a look. We've
that
got
will
it.
be better at making
How about-
short work of the task.
A fog cloud. Would that disintegrate in any way?
It might moisten the trees a little bit around. It might make it a little less likely to spread, perhaps.
Okay.
What else you got?
Gaseous form. A fart?
You can
Would that work?
turn yourself into a fart. Yeah, that's
That's probably.
the shape water's all you got as
Yeah,
a water genasi.
At the moment, yeah, I've got create or destroy water, but we don't destroy water. We want water.
We have to create the
or
water.
destroy water.
Oh, create the water! I want to create the water!
There it is.
Yes, I'm going to create up to 10 gallons of clean water within range.
I'm so looking forward to ADHD and me because you are the epitome. Like the spell has 4 words in the title, and you just ignored the first 2 because you'd forgotten the first 2 words of the spell by the time you got to the end of the spell.
And all I saw was destroy water.
We don't
want that. Yeah, no.
You create
destroy
it
water.
to immediately destroy it.
Yeah, that's how I took it. So we're going to create water.
The spell create or destroy water specifically says in the stat block in the bump for it, you can create rain in a 30-foot by 30-foot cube, which extinguishes all fire in that area.
That is probably what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to do that. Yeah, let's cast that.
What a genius idea.
Thank you. I'm so smart.
All right.
Well done, Ellie. Wow.
Thank you.
So
No worries, get us over
let me look up the actual spell. I think it's 30-foot cube.
So Verdansk Forest.
Yeah.
The rain falls in a 30-foot cube within range, extinguishing exposed flames in the area. All right, so I will say that all 27 trees are not in a 30-foot cube, but I will have you roll to see how many are.
Okay.
So let's see. All right, give me a D12. Actually, I'll be kind. I'll make it a D20.
D20.
Ooh.
Okay, so it could be
might
up
roll,
to 20.
You might roll well.
Come on, girl.
Come on.
Let's go.
3.
Ew.
Runs it to save the day.
Don't worry about it, guys.
How does it? How do you just miss, or do you you're overconfident? Are you trying to show off?
I'm trying to show off, especially because there's a new energy around. So I'm like, just you watch.
Watch this.
Here I come.
You're
Let's
still-
make it rain.
Still a little hot under the collar.
Yeah.
Horatio, so you're trying to show off to Horatio.
Yeah, and then
Focused on some of it hitting you, so that you're like wet in the.
while it fires. Yeah,
Horatio, you're watching Horatio. Extinguished 3 of the trees. All right, so 3 of the trees are extinguished. I will now see. I will now see if the if it spreads. So I need to roll to see if it spreads, and if it spreads,
Incredible. I've never seen
All
such
right.
a shower. You're like one of those big shower heads, the circular ones that does a big downpour. Oh my, I've never been so impressed.
Thankfully, it does not spread, because when it spreads to 10% of what is currently on fire.
Oh, so
So you've gone down from 27 to 24, so it would spread to another two trees.
So pretty much
So
just
you would
back where we
it would have
started.
just back where it started if it had
Okay.
spread. Thankfully, it didn't spread this round.
Okay.
Does anybody else want to try something? We've still got 24 trees on fire.
Oh Lord.
Does Nixie want to try anything?
I mean, probably a control flames, so probably then just being like, hey, wait a second, I worked really hard on this! Who's making it rain? Not even the fun kind, come on! I put a lot of work into this, do you know how many spell slots I had to use? Come on! I need a long rest after this.
Nixie, please, we've talked about this. I cannot have you burning more trees.
And we talked about, speech work. We're doing it together. I know.
I will try my speech better, and you will try to control the flames.
Yeah, I know, because I had a really bad speech impediment, and I'm all better now, okay? So I'm going to help you with this as well. Yeah.
Please pull it up.
Yeah.
It's just pleading with you. With your control flames, you can. That's a cantrip, so again, not super powerful. So I will have you roll a d4.
D4.
2. You extinguish 2 more trees. We go down from 40.
Wait, extinguish?
Sorry?
I extinguish?
Are you?
I'm expanding.
You're expanding. You expand to 2 more trees.
Yes.
So we're back up from
26.
back up 24 to 26.
I should get a little link.
I want to cast a spell.
Okay.
I'm gonna saunter over to Nixie and cast Charm Person.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you are going to. How do you do it? With a dance, with a song, with a wink of the eye?
With a dance, I flick back my hair and I do like a cross set with my hooves, and I do a big wink and I do a shimmy.
I'll have you make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Okay.
No, don't expand it. I said to please control the flames. Bring it back.
So that's a 17. 18 minus 1.
What's your DC? I think it's less than 17. Under spells.
Oh,
so
no.
I can get there faster.
Spell.
Someone who can resist Horatio.
It is 13. Yeah.
13. Yeah. So
just a quick question. Are we in
we're not in a combat initiative.
Oh, okay.
Order,
Well,
per
then
se.
seeing you, I'm gonna be like, oh my goodness, I love your dance, and I'm gonna put my hand on your shoulder and be like, we're friends, and I'm casting friends.
All right, which gives you advantage on any charisma-based checks against. So, are you intending to try?
She does this every time she meets someone.
Fair enough.
We're friends now.
Okay.
We're friends? Okay. Well,
if the chance for an intimidation, persuasion, all that sort of thing comes up, she'll have advantage on that against you. But it doesn't yet. It's not as powerful as your charm thing. It doesn't magically force you to be friends yet. But it makes her a little bit more charming.
okay.
In the meantime, you've done something. So let's see if it still doesn't spread, thankfully. And King Lord got her. I was like, please pull it out. Phoenix, got anything?
I've got nothing, mate.
Yeah.
I'm a ranger. I've got no skills.
You can just help the frogs with the bucket.
Okay.
They're doing a bucket chain. You can try and just like.
Does Druidcraft do any? It talks about a gust of wind, but it says harmless. But could I wind blow it out?
You could try and contain a little area with some wind. You could start digging that trench.
Yeah. I don't have a shovel, but I guess I just. I'm a vamp.
I'm gonna see if the frogs have started with a shovel.
You've got a shovel.
Yes, there is actually a frog that's got.
Give me that shovel right now, you fucking little crap.
Throws a shovel at you.
Yeah, I just take it and I start digging out
dig a
in front of the
trench so
fire.
that it won't expand in one particular area.
Okay, hear me out.
Make an athletics check.
In the world of D&D, you know how clowns have flowers that you sniff and it sprays water? I can make a flower blossom. Could I make a flower that spits water? A clown flower?
Creative, yeah.
Pretty.
Persuasion check against me.
Okay, all right.
Is it contested?
Yeah, it's against my DC.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, what is your DC?
Way higher than you.
Well, it's actually 21.
Okay, let me see. I do have persuasion, yes?
Persuasion.
Okay. Oh,
Nate, I'm not allowing that shit. No.
I got a 2, so.
I have, however, already agreed to allowing you to use Druidcraft to wind blow control the flames.
Yeah, I want to do that.
I'm scared.
So, you what does your Druidcraft look like? This is the first time I think we've seen it.
Yeah, this is the first time I'm doing it. So let's read about it. So, because I'm a phantom rogue, I want it to be kind of scary looking. Cool. I'm gonna
scary Druidcraft.
Yeah, scary Druidcraft. I'm gonna raise my hands up, and then spectral ghostly hands are gonna keep rising. So I just lift them a little bit, and then
nice.
Green screen the rest. And I've got a snake ring, so it's gonna be snaky. A snaky wind.
You have a snake ring?
I have a snake ring in real life, and I told everyone.
Does Daffodil have a snake ring also?
Yes.
So you lift your hands up, the hands sort of turn spectral and grow, and then as they do, each of the fingers kind of detach like skeletal almost, like they become skeleton hands, and then all of the bones turn into snakes and start shimmering out, and your intention is to try and like just prevent it spreading.
Yeah.
All right,
That's
I will
sick.
make me a spellcasting check. See how well you are doing at that. So this plus
that
your
just a
spellcasting
D20?
modifier, which for Druidcraft is a wisdom, I think.
Okay. So that's 11
Plus your wisdom modifier?
1.
Plus 1, so 12. I will not roll for the chance of it spreading next time.
Cool.
You've prevented it one round.
Yeah.
I only got
You're
4.
digging with a 4 on the athletics. So
Sorry, guys.
you dig the shovel in and it almost like snaps and you
time I
realise it's
roll,
a kind of a rotten.
It's not. It doesn't align with what I would be capable with.
Yeah, welcome to Dungeons and Dragons.
So annoying.
It's
Maybe
always,
you're just really
it's always
tired.
beneficial
Yeah.
to describe
Except for the
to
swamp.
roll first and then describe how it goes, rather
Yeah.
than being like, I'm going to commit to this amazing epic story,
Yeah.
and then I roll a 3.
You know what happens is I use my shovel and it snaps, and I'm like, what is it? What is this? What is this?
Shrugs and just backs away from you. It seems like the stuff that these
quality
guys
gear anymore.
steal from random travelers and adventurers and then keep in swampy environments. Not so good
You ever heard
at
about-
looking after their items.
No.
So that's not helping. That is slightly. Anything? We're back to you, I guess. What are you attempting to do? And this goes
Can
down
I just
to
create some more
2.
water? Or is that a bit?
You can.
is that a bit
Yeah, if
boring?
you've still got the spells.
Yeah, I think I can do that one often. Wait, let me check that
How many
though.
spell slots you got?
Oh, wait, hang on. I didn't press
As a
that.
warlock, you
Hang
should
on.
have 2 spell slots.
Oh, no.
Is this
used
a
it?
Is it
I have a plan to talk
Okay.
to you.
Ooh.
It just says I've used it, so obviously only.
see
But
how
is it
goes.
only the once that you get it? Because you should have 2 spell slots.
Interesting.
Or is that a Water Genasi feature and not a Warlock feature? Oh. Let me see.
While this is happening, Nixie hands you a wand. It's a wand of fireballs, but it's out of all of its use cases. And it's just like, you're magic, right?
Oh, yes.
All right, can you refit this?
For you, beautiful pink lady, I will try anything.
I mean, it's out right now, but like usually when I wave it around, it creates fireballs, and I love fireballs.
Yeah, about that. The fire you've made is so beautiful.
It is.
However, it is destroying the forest. I don't think these froggy guys really appreciate it. What do you say you put the fire out and we all go hang out, have a beer down at the tavern, maybe get to know each other a little bit more?
Is the tavern on fire?
No, because then everybody inside it would burn. It's kind of like a barbecue. And we wouldn't want to.
You're
no.
inviting me to a barbecue of people?
No, I'm trying to avoid the barbecue of people.
Well, what's wrong with the barbecue of people?
People die when they're barbecued.
And that's like a Sunday thing, and today's Monday.
Yeah.
I missed it.
Yeah, but it's okay. You can hang out with us, and we can do it next week.
Oh, okay. I mean, I'd love to, but I am here on a job. I mean, like, it's a really important job.
What is a job?
Interesting.
You don't know what a job is?
No, what is your job
Oh,
specifically?
what's my job?
Yeah.
At this point, the fire starts to spread. Because you're
lot of
concentrating.
While we're talking, just help me out here, and I'm gonna keep trying to push it out.
In the meantime,
Yes.
it
We
is
can
a
walk and
water-
talk.
It is a water
Okay,
genasi feature
okay.
that you've used. However, make me an Arcana check.
You got this.
Okay, that's a 6, and then the old plus 5. So
That's pretty good. It takes it to
11.
above average, which is what you needed. You remember that you haven't really used it all that often for some reason, but your war gong has magic of its own.
It does.
Yeah. There's fire everywhere.
I know.
God, do you have anything that could help us put out this fire?
No, I don't believe I do.
Do you have anything perhaps on your person that could increase the level of water spells that you have to an inordinate amount of water spells?
Let me think. I don't think I do, sorry.
Do you have anything that is possibly like an ancient relic bequeathed to you by your ancestors that might help you increase the level of water spells that you have to help us from this giant fire?
No, nothing is springing to mind, weirdly.
Darn!
Yeah, that's a shame. Oh well, I guess we're all dying. But you know what? I can play a tune.
Sing it!
That's right. I remember now. I've got this war gong, and if I
War gong that I gave you in session 1 at your request, and then made it like a big part of your backstory, and I made a stats for it and everything, and here we are 5 table sessions in and you haven't used it at all.
So I've got this gong, and if I hit one side, it gives me fire spells, and if it hits the other side, I get water spells. So I'm going to pull out my gong.
And I'm going to hit the fire side.
I'm gonna, let's go! Woo! No, I'm going to hit the water side. Now I just need to remember.
As you knock the water side, the image on it, it's kind of like hitting a gong that is covered in dewdrops. And then as you hit it, the symbol of the evocation magic on it seems to stay where it is as the gong moves aside, and then it turns into droplets. Everything sort of seems to slow for a second. The water droplets expand outwards, and then they whip into your body, and you feel a lot more in tune with nature, the elements of nature that are more fluid in elements. The rest of you seeing, anybody who's actually watching this, you guys are probably preoccupied with this.
We're like,
but you see for the first time her using it in your presence. You see that her water elemental kind of genasi body, which is usually mostly tangible but very damp, becomes almost entirely elemental now. She seems almost translucent with water.
You're translucent. Have you looked in a mirror?
I've never. What's a mirror?
And for the next 10 minutes, you can use Shape Water, which you already had anyway. You can use Create and Destroy Water as a Warlock spell. You can use Fog Cloud, Wall of Water, Water Breathing, and Water Walk.
Yes. Okay. I think I'm going to try. I don't know what this will do, but a wall of water.
All right, Wall of Water.
nice. Can you move it? Can you like?
Let
it's a
me
great-
read you the spell and tell you exactly what you
I
can do.
think with wall of water you can either make it a long wall, like a straight wall, or a curved wall, which might work out.
Containment.
Create a wall of water on
It's
the
in my
ground at a point you can
disinterest,
see.
but it might work out.
Thank you so
You
much.
can make a
Paul.
wall up to 30 feet long, 10 foot high, and 1 foot thick, or you can make a ringed wall up to 20
There you go.
feet in diameter, 20 feet high and 1 foot thick. The wall vanishes when the spell ends, blah, blah, blah. Ranged weapons passing through it have a difficult time, but yada, yada.
Okay, I'm going to try and create a round wall of water around the circumference of most
right.
of the trees. I mean,
You're gonna
ideally
try-
all
yeah,
of the
you-
trees, but we'll see.
You've extinguished these 3 over here.
Perfect.
And it's started to expand outwards over here. We're up to I think it was 26 trees on fire now.
Yep.
You're going to try and encompass as many of them as possible.
Yeah.
With a 20-foot ring of water, I will say... I'll say you're also trying to expand it around the part that she's actively trying to expand so that you're preventing the growth in that way. All right, give me another D20 roll. See how many you can extinguish.
Okay.
18 this time.
Okay.
So finally,
Let's go.
suddenly you're in tune with all of the water
Got it.
around you. It's like you're almost like a fungal network is connected to all the other funguses of the forest. It's kind of a similar way, but for the water of the swamp, you just kind of have a feeling for where all the water is.
Yeah.
And you just bring it in and just swamps around these trees and extinguishes them and keeps them contained as Nixie is deliberately trying to expand it outwards. No fair. So down from 26 with 18, so we have got 8 trees remaining on fire. I would be now rolling to expand, but your gas is keeping them. Your
My gas?
wind, your wind, your spectral
snake
gas
gas.
druid craft is keeping them from spreading for now. Anything that you guys can do to extinguish 8 more trees?
You, give me another shovel. Okay, you gotta have another shovel
Make an
on hand.
intimidation check, see if they've got another shovel on hand.
20, baby.
Oh, no, 20 intimidation. All right,
Give me
they are
another
all
shovel.
going to look for shovels, which is going to give me, no, but with advantage because of that nat 20. Yes, yeah, with a 1%. They run off, hop off in different directions. They come back with various different digging implements. There's a couple of the frogs hand you trowels. You have shovels and trowels. Give me another athletics check.
Oh, come on.
See if you can prevent these trees from spreading further.
I keep going to say guidance.
What am I doing?
I don't have that.
Is it?
Nope.
Sorry.
D20.
Oh, okay.
One.
I was second guessing myself. A 5 plus a 1.
That's not your day. You're in Ben's seat.
Damn.
Look at this.
It's so cursed.
Bloody Ben.
So that was a 6, was it?
Yeah.
So this one doesn't snap, but you're still not making a hell of a lot of progress just digging down into a swamp.
I mean, I've got nothing else. So I'm trying my absolute best.
Anything you can do?
I'm just all talking to Nixie and like trying to use my gentlemanly charm to convince.
All right.
Yeah.
I will say, unless you're casting a spell, this is just going to be a persuasion check because she's the one who cast persuasion on you. I'll make this a contested roll and you have advantage.
Oh no. oh, I rolled even
Plus your
better.
persuasion.
Oh, bro, you're asking the wrong.
I'm the maths guy. 23.
23, and I'm. This is a charisma saving throw.
I will say that this can be your persuasion check or a charisma save, whichever is higher.
I'll go charisma save, and that is a 27.
I saw plus 8 charisma.
I rolled a 15 and then I rolled a 19.
Oh, damn.
And so you're trying. You're incredibly charming. 23 charming.
As I'm like talking to you,
Horatio
I'm
is
like
charming guy.
and I'm like creating basically like a version of myself, but like a little bit smaller because I can only it's only I think within a 5-foot cube. Oh yeah, so it's like me sized, a me out of flames, and then I'm just like, all right, now go run, and then it's just a version of me just like sprinting while I'm going
Nixie, would you mind maybe not making that little fire version of yourself?
I hear you. Just one second.
Everything's on fire.
That's a really important business job that I need to do. It's fine. Yeah, don't even worry about it. It's fine. Just wait.
Keep away from the trees. Okay.
Sorry to interrupt, but we are very excited about these. These have been a long time coming. We finally have our very own minis. Now, we've got the unpainted ones or the ones that are printed in colour. I'm so excited about this. This is the Bodger one. Get your hands on it. It's very exciting. Links are in the description if you want to have your very own Bodger, or the other ones, but go for Bodger.
Why don't we put this fire out and we can chat about it? We can sit down by the swamp, relax. Wouldn't you like to put those beautiful pink feet up? I'll give you a foot rub, and we can watch the clouds go by. And, we don't want to bother with this.
And as your otherwise charming pleas fall on deaf ears, are you attempting anything further?
Can I druidcraft and chat? Oh no.
You can, you can try.
Oh, wow. You're so powerful. Do you want to join us and do what we want?
First have a druidcraft check, please.
Okay.
So
no one said that to me before.
Aww.
You think I'm powerful?
I do.
Perhaps too powerful.
Yeah, that's the issue we're having. Yeah.
17 for the druidcraft.
Okay, so you are preventing it from spreading again.
Okay, cool.
That's good. So you're keeping this, keeping focus with reventing the flames. Every so often you're looking back and you're seeing
flamed version of me running back. It's just like a Jack kind of.
and we see frogs leaping after it, trying to put it out. Every so often they'll leap on it and just dunk it into the water. And then there's as it starts to bubble and boil, and then she just bursts back out, and she's like,
a little bit smoldering, but otherwise okay.
And then you're attempting to persuade.
Okay.
With that argument that you just gave, I'm going to give you disadvantage.
God damn it. Okay.
We want to do what we want to do.
Okay, 10 or 7. So 7. That ain't gonna cut it. Yeah, 13.
I don't think that's gonna do it. Give me a charisma save. You got a +8, I think so.
That's just saving throws, though.
Yeah, charisma save. This is against her trying to persuade you otherwise.
So that's a 13 + 8.
Yeah,
so then that's a 21.
She's
I think the math is not mathing.
Oh, wait, no, do it wrong?
No.
Oh, okay.
Not me. My math is not beating your math.
As we get around to the top of the round again, it would expand. You've prevented that for this round. You've got one more spell slot.
Oh, that's a quick question.
It's been kind of all on you. This.
Oh, at this point, Friends has probably stopped working.
Contested? 2 people roll against each other, essentially.
Oh, okay.
So
Cool.
instead of me setting the DC, you were rolling and she was rolling against it. And whoever got
Also,
higher.
Friends was only 1 minute, so you probably know
It
by
is-
now
yeah,
that
it's-
I've already
I've-
casted it on you.
I've-
Like
I've-
when I was like, Friends!
I've been keeping a track of that.
Okay, cool. All
It's
right.
essentially like a round or 2 each time that we go around. So it hasn't been 10 rounds yet.
Oh, okay, never mind. You're still my friend.
Rounds, wow.
What are you doing? You got your last warlock spell.
Okay. I feel like I'm going to have to just pull this gong out again because I haven't used it enough.
Pull your gong out, mate.
Here comes the gong again.
The gong thing lasted for 10 minutes. So after you've hit it, for the next 10 minutes, you are that watery version of
So I'm
yourself.
still there. That's what you were saying. Okay, sorry.
That's exactly how I described it. Yes.
Okay, I'm still here. I'm still at 1 with the water.
Yeah.
And I want to, again, try the wall one last time to try and just
Alright,
clean
the
up
wall of
those
water
last
again.
ones.
Okay, this is going to be a d20. See if you can get 8 or more on them.
Go
Okay.
dice.
6.
Oh no, I think it's a 9. It's a 9.
The water comes up. Damn it. And then just as you're kind of getting it just in the right space, you're one with the water, you're avatar state, you're like, this is excellent. And then this flaming creature just like runs through you, like out from the back, and you just like feel this fire within you, and you, ow! as it runs past.
Sorry about that. Flame Nixie, be a bit more considerate.
You managed to extinguish 6 of them, but there are still 2 trees left.
Okay.
Anything that you guys can do to put these last 2 trees out? We are on the final round before the frogs are going to have actually managed to consolidate themselves and extinguish some themselves as well.
Okay.
Because they've been counting down until they're actually useful.
At this point, I'm giving up, and I'm just going to start throwing these trowels and shovels at the frogs. I'm gonna be like, what is this? You're so useless. All of this stuff is just breaking. It's rotten all the way through.
Really falling apart.
The king's like,
Why is all of this happening? Stop throwing things at my people.
Global
Please,
warming.
Nixie, put the fire out. I beg you.
and he drops to his knees.
I'll give you whatever you want. I'll give Amon full access to the blaze and put the fire out.
Really?
Full access, please.
Okay. Look, I'm happy that you're willing to work with us now. That's great. I still really want to burn some things. Can I just burn a little bit more, please?
We gave you so much to burn. You've gone through it all already.
I know.
There were
but
so many trees that we felled for you.
I know, but like, don't you think I deserve a little bit more?
What do you want to burn?
Just a little bit more of the forest, maybe just a couple more trees.
Can you make it control?
I mean, I can kinda control it. I can like pinky swear, but like, I mean.
He turns around and starts. As Gulasak comes out, he's giving commands to various different. He's giving commands to his various different frogs and things. They start to make like a ring that's like 3 trees back from the 2 that are still on fire, and he goes, "No further than them."
Okay. All right. Deal.
Puts his little froggy hand out. I wouldn't touch. What do you?
Nasty.
Yes, nasty. Yes, slime hang. What do you do?
I'm probably just going to. You know what? I'm going to do it intimately. I'm going to burning hands and then just kind of walk around and then just be like, "Thank you for your fuel," and just set it on fire.
It's like she has a way with fire in the same way that you have a way with water at this moment. Like she's finding the flames within the item itself. Like the tree has the capacity, the potential to burn, and she's finding that and then just like touching it directly and just whoosh! It seems like the entire tree just goes up alight.
It's not just a job; it's an art.
As the frogs around weep, as the trees are basically just consumed by flame. Do you manage to stop yourself before it gets to the ring? The ring of frogs that are starting to shirk back from the heat.
I'm happy to roll on this. How scared of Amon am I?
You are in debt to him, and he is entirely immune to fire. So your one thing doesn't work against him. So I'd say pretty frightened of him.
Okay. I don't want to piss him off too much. But I could come back and do it again later.
You could try again later.
Alright, I'll just be nice for now.
All right. I will also have you roll a wild surge check for your burning hands.
So that is a. Do I do D100?
That's only if it triggers. So roll a d20.
Right.
And if it's a 1, it triggers.
What is wild magic?
12.
All right. So in my games, the wild surge actually goes up each time it doesn't trigger. So now the trigger is a 2. Yes. 3 or a 1. All right. So
I'm just.
I kind of want to say
The ADHD is ADHD.
I love for the chaos.
Okay.
If you have to repeat stuff,
don't worry
I'm
about
so
it.
sorry.
We're all in that boat. It seems.
Yes.
A friend of mine, I was talking about my undiagnosed ADHD, and I was like, technically, I'm neurotypical. I'm neurotypical until
now.
proven otherwise. And my friend was like, you may not have been diagnosed yet. but
Schrodinger's
you've been-
neurotypical.
My friend was like, you've not been diagnosed, but you've been peer reviewed. I was like, yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call out to my friends and be like, did you guys catch that conversation? What did she gain access to? What's happening? Something bad's about to happen. I feel very ominous.
I'm not sure. I thought you were friends with her. Did you get any info when you were?
I'm not really friends with her so much as absolutely useless with her.
At this point as well, the magic of friends wears off, and as per the cantrip, you are aware that something was cast on you, and you are turned hostile towards the person who cast it.
I hate it when people cast things on me.
Aw, I'm sorry. I just wanted to be friends.
Oh God, you're so cute, but I'm so mad.
Hey, you know what really helps me when I'm mad?
If it's fire, is it fire? I'm guessing it's fire. Because you put everything on fire.
I mean, it makes me so happy.
Do you know what makes me happy? When I'm not being threatened by fire everywhere.
Okay, Sneaky's gonna like fly up to you and be like, Horatio, remember the breathing we talked about?
Yeah. Okay.
Bring it
Really,
to
man? I'm really mad.
I know, but
Just be careful because it's full of smoke, and I don't think that's very good for your life.
Oh no, I love puffing smoke. I love puffing smoke.
Sing. Remember how much you like to sing?
I like singing, but I'm angry. Okay, Horatio draws his longsword and he goes, let's kill all the frogs and the pink fire lady.
I usually would be so up for killing stuff, but I just feel like maybe
Come
that's
on,
what it
Arrow.
is. I know, I'm changed.
Can I can you like can I sneak attack and like non-lethally like knock Horatio out?
You can try, yeah.
Oh, I don't know if I can do it. This is my best friend. I know I said the
Arrow
idea,
goes
but
whonk, doink, straight on the back of
Does Horatio get knocked out?
just for a minute.
Well,
you gotta roll and
firstly, this is definitely PvP. So, are you okay with her trying to do this?
Yeah, what does
For the sake of-
PvP mean?
player
versus
versus player.
I just
Oh,
want to
yeah.
calm
So,
down.
like, you're cool
That's
with
fine,
this?
yes.
Cool. PvP can turn ugly otherwise. If you're cool with it, then I'll just have you roll a single check, and if you roll high enough, you knock Horatio out. Otherwise, you just
doesn't work, it's gonna
otherwise
be
you just really hurt his head.
Okay.
Horatio draws the sword. I say we kill everything, and then you just bunk
And I just lift his beautiful head out of the water
out of
a
the
little
water.
bit.
Yeah.
Smart.
Right, we'll just take a breather, everybody.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're all getting a little worked
I'm a
up.
bit tired after all the spells I've been doing.
Yeah, God.
Several minutes pass as the fire that you have managed to bring yourself to control starts to die down. The raging inferno that you created makes very short work of these particular copse of trees. You wake up, you come to.
Who knocked me out? I drew my longsword again.
You just keep kicking the can down the road.
One of the frogs.
I bet it was. Was it
Yeah,
the
but
king? Was it Conrad?
He ran away. The frog
Which
that
one?
he's been executed.
We got rid
You guys
of him.
got them for me?
We got you.
Wait, executed? No, shit. I needed him. I needed him for Amon.
Who's Amon?
A guy I work for.
And why are you? What's with the frogs?
I didn't choose the frogs.
What is Amon making you do? What's your job?
He's entrepreneur.
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 Yeah.
He lives down south and he is a businessman and he's trying to send some, what do they call them, Ember Shards or something? He sends them through the forest.
He said a lot of stuff. Like it was kind of
It's like an MLM.
in one
or
ear, out the other.
What?
An MLM. Is like an Avon lady or what? He said he's an entrepreneur.
He mines some product down south and then he sends it through the forest and it wants to come through my part of the forest and Nixie is meant to be brokering a deal.
Oh yeah. Speaking of, I need to let Amon know that I got the deal for him.
What deal did you
Are you going home now?
I mean, I could be back.
No, that's no need.
No?
No need.
You don't
You
want me
can
to
go
come?
back to Amon, it's fine.
Yeah? Okay. I
What
had fun.
Nixie, what deal did you get? What's the deal?
I mean, to be fair, I didn't really get much out of it. That's why I was trying to burn as much as I could. But yeah, no, Amon just wanted me to come up here and broker a deal for him so that he could, ship through here unfettered.
Ship Ember Shards.
I mean, probably. He's probably got other stuff as well, but I think that's the main product.
Why? What is this?
Wait, do you know Amon?
We know of those Ember Shard things you were talking about.
We don't like them.
Why not?
Because they make dead people come back to life.
Can I whisper something to Nixie?
Sure.
I mean, I want one though, so if you have one.
You want to say it loud enough for the audience to actually hear them?
Do you want to say it right to my mic?
Stage whisper.
I want one though. If you can give me one.
I don't think Amon trusts me with them because, can you imagine the potential if I could just bring back the people I burnt alive?
Okay, yep.
You would.
That'd be some Roman candle shit.
You would also know that Ember Shards, while they can bring, they don't bring people back to life immediately. They are more like a conduit to power. So your spells cast through Ember Shards can be extended or expanded or made more powerful. And so raising the dead, instead of raising 4 people or whatever, he can use Ember Shards to raise 40 people.
Does Nixie share
You don't know that?
information?
Nixie knows that. What's that?
It's a philosopher's stone.
No.
Okay.
It's just an extension stone essentially. It's an extension of power.
That is sort of a philosopher's stone, though, an extension of power.
I mean, I've just been watching.
It has nothing to do with the prolonging of life, the elixir of life, or the turning lead into gold or anything like that.
That's fair. Okay.
Do we know that or
No.
Do I know? No, I don't know that. I've got -4 to intelligence. I don't know that.
So the Frog King seems curious.
Sorry,
What
did you employ
know
her to
about?
give you speech therapy too, or is that just like a random bonus?
I just thought he was
been-
struggling, and I was like, look, I was able to cure myself, so obviously, I can,
I've been
help
going
other
to
people.
speech therapy for
right.
some time now.
Have you seen the King's Speech?
What?
Don't worry.
I am the king and this is my speech.
I know. I feel like you'd really enjoy it.
Oh, the puppet show.
What am I?
Thanks
for asking. Well, I'm sort of a performer, you might say, a bit of an entertainer. I do a bit of dancing, a bit of this, bit of that, kind of between jobs at the moment. Might say a bit of a freelancer. Don't really know fully what I am, but I'm a performer of sorts. Oh, you mean what? What am I? Oh, I mean, that's a very existential question. I don't know. Can't answer that. That's a really existential question. How much of an answer do you need here?
You seem to be made of water, and I've not seen someone like this before.
Yes, well, I am actually from the ocean originally.
Oh.
I don't usually go on land, and so it's quite weird to be here. So it's
You're
nice.
quite
that you've
far from home.
I am, but it's nice to have water on the ground. So thank you for that.
Okay. Are you leaving now?
I mean,
Yeah.
are we allowed to?
Well, if you can take Nixie away, that is payment for your crimes.
I like Nixie. Yes.
Then you can travel with her. accompany her home, and you will be safe from me and my frogs.
Exhausted, bro.
I'm so tired.
Yeah, you should go lie down.
Yeah, have
I'm
a nap.
so tired.
And what's the king's speed?
Yeah.
Please, I'll go and I'll make sure to I'll commission it from my puppeteers.
And if that frog comes back that knocked me out, you tell him Horatio never forgets, and I will be back to kill that frog.
And I'll be back
Oh, I
again
see.
too.
Okay. Not for some time, please.
I mean,
So-
how long is?
Yeah, sure. No, sure.
So what are you doing?
Well,
you've been acquitted of your murder of frogs.
To the gladiator ring, which was what direction was that? Where are
well, we now know about this. What's his name? Sorry, Amon.
Amon. And before I go, I might need something so that Amon knows that you've agreed.
Oh yes, good thing.
Like what?
I don't know. Do you have like a signature or a contract or a, do you want to give me one of your frogs?
Yes. Robot! No! Robot! Oh.
He starts to walk closer. He goes,
Robot is
Yeah. Okay.
Hops
I don't know what
over.
you said, but we're coming with me, and we're gonna go tell Amon that I did my job, right? Okay.
Team huddle. Team huddle.
I think we should follow.
Yeah.
I think that could be important info.
Are we going with? Oh,
Well, can I join?
he joins the team huddle.
Can we join you?
where are you going?
I mean, I was probably gonna have to go back to Amon to let him know that, like, job well done, right? And then, once I've gone to Amon, I'll probably come back and burn this place to the ground. But, like, shh.
Where does Amon live again? Directionally speaking, do you remember?
I think it was Saturday.
South.
Near a gladiator ring.
Oh,
Yeah,
Gladiator ring
there's
was
a gladiator ring.
I think that was the opposite direction.
I've been banned from, like, every gladiator ring, so I don't know. Like, they all talk to each other, and, like, like, they've got, like, my face there, and, like, do not let in. She burnt down the last 3 gladiator rings. They're very expensive, apparently.
They are.
I like you a lot.
Oh, I like you too, friends.
I guess friends on Phoenix. Or who is already your friend.
Yeah.
I think we should follow her because then she's going to go to Amon. We're going to find out more about the Ember Shards.
That's actually not a bad idea. Except, well, we will be going away from your backstory, just so you
I really do want to still get
Oh,
to
well, maybe
you.
not. Who
I
knows?
like being handsome and mysterious.
I love it. That for you.
Aw, you have a tragic backstory?
God, does he ever?
No! I'm a tough. No, I'm actually a big softie. Yeah, it's pretty tragic.
Yeah.
Do you like that?
But I'm gonna keep it private for now because I don't know. I'm shy. I'm shy.
Man, you're a lot better than my party. We all try to one-up each other with how sad our backstories are. I always win, though, but that's because I lie.
As you're deciding what to do, then, if you are heading south, you speak to Nixie and learn that it's a long journey. Like if you're going on foot. However, there is a river that runs from here to
River?
Amon.
Far out,
And
guys. I'm
if
sick
you
of
were to-
these
if
damn
you-
rivers.
If you were to be able to get on a raft, you'd be able to sail downstream in a few days rather than a few
So-
weeks.
I'll just stay here, guys. That's fine.
Wait.
How about I go north?
Well-
you guys go south.
Is it just
As-
that you can't cross rivers? Can you ride them?
Correct. As
I'd have
as
to get
a
close to the water, wouldn't I?
as a pirate, you have a lot of experience with water, and
but
you
that's the
know
ocean.
exactly. You know that it's the relative motion of clean water to you, to your body. So if you are on a raft riding a river, it won't be comfortable for you, but the water relative to you is not moving.
Great.
So it's not motion. Getting onto the raft might be a difficult issue because you're approaching a
I'll just
moving
get
river.
Horatio to toss me, it's fine.
But if you can get onto the raft and then set sail, the
Stunning.
water is not actually moving relative to you.
Or should we go to the gladiator ring?
Oh,
What do you guys think?
I don't know. I don't know how to choose.
I trust in our Lord and Savior Rob that he can somehow tie in backstories.
All right. I'm keen to get commentary on the ship.
I don't trust this god either.
I just want to commandeer a raft now because I'm a pirate and I can sail stuff.
I reminded you of your pirate background. You're like, I want to be on a raft.
I just really don't want to offend the sailing community, so I might Google some stuff.
I don't think there's that much to offend when it comes to a raft.
I think I could probably offend the sailing community if I tried.
I don't know. Which way is starboard?
Starboard.
Port is left.
Bow.
Port is forward,
left,
four
start
letter word,
right.
left is four letter word.
I'm
Port
quite
is left.
literally
I
going to
knew
Google
names.
it.
I don't know directions. To be fair, I don't know my left from right most of the time.
So, is that the plan? You're going to make a raft and sail down river, or are
Is
you
the
going to
king
try and
gone?
find the... He's around. You can ask him things if you need, but...
And we want a raft.
Well,
Damn
We
it.
don't,
Lucky for
we
you
don't
guys, I
have
just
raft.
burnt a
Well, you had a-
bunch of wood.
Yeah.
True.
Oh, we can make one.
We have no need for rafts. we
Well,
have
you've
frogs.
got a lot of trowels, so you've got to have some stuff.
We've
Where's
got
your
some stuff. We don't.
steal a
we've
bunch
never.
of stuff.
We steal trowels from people who pass. We don't. Adventurers don't tend to have rafts.
Let us see your hoard of stuff.
I will not show you my hardest stuff. I can show you it, but you're not allowed to take anything from it.
This is a really nice forest. It'd be such a shame if someone were to fireball.
I don't have a raft.
You've got to have some stuff, though.
Just let us look at your hoard.
All right, make an intimidation check.
Guidance.
Nat 20!
Jesus.
Yeah.
Is this
We need
what
some of the
Oh,
intimidation
God.
checks as well.
I'm gonna put this right here so you can keep me honest, but that is it was a nat 20.
Yeah,
Nat 20 intimidation.
He goes, I will give you whatever you need to make a raft out of, but you'll need to make the raft.
Yeah.
Okay.
Arrow. knows
At this
how to
point,
build
the
boats.
magic wears off and you become hostile towards Nixie.
Oh my God!
Cast friends
I
on.
thought you were really my friend. We are really friends.
No, we're not.
Why not?
Because you cast something on me. I can feel it in my bones.
Yeah, friends. So we could be friends.
I'm not knocking
Sneaky's
anyone
gonna
else
just
out.
move to the other side, where Horatio is, because I assume he's
Cold
standing
shoulder.
opposite to Nixie.
What's wrong?
I think that Nixie girl put a spell on me.
Oh my gosh, really?
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but I thought we were friends, and now I just don't like her.
That is so disrespectful. I cannot believe. Do you know who it could have been? That damn frog! Remember how that frog bugged me on the head and knocked me out? Oh my God, if I ever get my hoofs on that frog, I will hammer and horns it into a pulp. It will be unrecognizable. You'll be like, is that a frog? Nope, it's just a big puddle.
All right. I need you
Do you
all.
want to be friends?
Don't touch me. Do not put a hand on me.
All right, I'll get you later.
I need you all to contribute to a skill challenge to make a raft.
Hell yeah.
So, decide on what if you have a tool proficiency or if one of your skills is applicable. You can basically choose one of your skills or proficiencies. Roll a check. I'm going to average them all together, and that's going to be how good your raft is.
Okay. Survival?
Okay.
No. Survival?
Survival makes sense. Yep.
Yeah.
You're,
That's a +6.
I am going
Yeah.
to be a detriment. I will not be part of this. I have -1 to survival.
Okay.
It doesn't have to be survival. You can look at your list and be like, oh, I like the intimidation, for
Oh my-
instance, to intimidate the king into giving you more.
Could I charisma them into?
charisma them into helping you out? Yeah.
Yeah.
You can make a charisma roll. You can make a survival roll. What else you got?
My tools that I'm proficient with is thieves' tools, forgery kit, and disguise kit.
Don't feel like any of those are going to be applicable.
Can I make
to
the
making
raft pretty?
flowers.
Aesthetics are
with the disguise
important.
kit?
Yeah, I'll like paint it with makeup.
It's going to be a real hard sell.
Okay.
Give me another persuasion check, see if I allow it.
Oh no, 18 plus 6.
I'll allow it.
Okay, yay!
All right, you can use your disguise kit proficiency. What you got, Horatio?
Athletics.
Athletics
proficient.
makes sense. Yeah, you're lugging a big piece of wood around. Make me an athletics check.
I have a javelin. Do you think that would be a good skeleton for the raft?
Maybe I didn't explain what the task was. What are you talking about?
I see what you're saying. You're meaning like the spine of the
Yeah,
raft.
the spine.
right?
Thank you. Yeah, the spine of the raft.
Quite
really
literally.
set those foundations with my javelin. You know, does that work?
And is that applicable to a skill check in some case?
I would not be
You
able to
did
tell you
say,
that answer.
I think you said something about having stuff, so I
I
can't
said a
say.
tool proficiency or a skill check.
I mean, a javelin is a tool.
Skills.
What are the tools
The
you're
weapon
proficient in?
thing.
Anything?
How's your survival?
What else?
All right. Well, I'm gonna start taking the numbers from the ones I've asked for while you think of
17.
what you're gonna roll. You
17.
got a 17.
I've got
Thank you.
17 as well.
Nice. 2 17s.
Oh, do I roll
I've
for
obviously
some-
worn out my welcome. I got a 9 on my charisma.
9 charisma.
Do I roll again, or is it just the 18
I've got
for the
50
No,
feet
that
of
was
hemp
persuading me,
rope.
and then
That is useful.
Yeah.
14, 15.
so that was with
survival.
your not your survival. No,
Oh.
this is your making it pretty. Your disguise kit
okay,
check.
okay, 14.
Which is going to be dexterity based and your proficiency. So what's your dexterity modifier? 4, I
My
think.
Dex modifier is +4.
Yeah, and then 3 from proficiency, so 7 onto this is a 21.
I'm helping you collect flowers, and each time I come up,
Can I roll for
if
intelligence?
you don't like it.
An intelligence check, yes, to remember how to
Nice.
how to properly structure things, put them together.
Yes.
Yep,
20,
make me
yeah.
an intelligence check.
15 plus 2.
+2, so 17. That's not bad overall.
Okay.
So that is an average of 16.2.
That's above average.
That is above average.
We have
16.
an above average raft.
So 16 is the DC of your raft. On the journey downstream, there may be some difficulties. There may be problems. If anything is a problem for your raft, I'm rolling against a 16.
Okay.
That's the
bad.
quality of the raft that you put together.
Nice.
All right. So as you are finished with this raft, describe it. What does it look like?
So the spine's a javelin.
The spine of it is a javelin.
I think
What
it's
else?
actually called the Centurine midships. According
Are
to
you
this
reading
picture.
English?
This isn't going to offend the sailing community at all. The spine
Let
of
me
the
not offend them by butchering L.
I feel like it's written upside down, but I could be wrong.
What does it look like? You got a javelin?
Yeah, we have flowers.
Got flowers
Next
painted
time
on it?
Next time we get flowers. We can paint little flames. Because fun fact, my name's Phoenix, but Nixie is my nickname. And when I saw your guys' work with Deerstalker, I was already like, Nixie's my favourite. So yeah. So it's gonna be cool.
Another fun fact, she's also an arsonist.
Yeah.
So,
Amazing.
In real life.
Yeah, we have like little jars, like my empty spell, oh my god.
components?
Yeah, components. All of the empty ones, I've just put them up. I'm gonna put little flames in them, so it's like fairy lights.
Awesome.
Yeah.
What does it look like? What is the ref?
Yeah,
we've
flames and
got
flowers
a
and
javelin and some
lights.
flowers and
Logs
some
from all
flames.
the trees. So all the logs are. It's like that's the base
So
of
it's
it.
a log
right?
raft?
Yeah.
Yep.
And
And they're all blackened.
What do you got?
Yeah.
Oh look, I'm just looking up different types of steering for boats. Do we want something that's sort of like, you know how you sit in like a little what do you call them? A little boat off a big boat, tiny little boat.
Like a dinghy?
Yeah, dinghy, and it's got the like a
All
rudder
the
steer.
off-road.
The rudder,
Yeah.
yeah.
So make one of those out of
right.
wood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rudder?
It is a
Nice.
stick on
Wooden-
top
To
and
help
then a
steer?
stick down the bottom
Yeah.
to.
Like that. Yeah.
All right.
kind of
I
Can
like
you
it.
propel it at all with your shape water? Like,
great question.
is that a cantrip or don't you?
Shape water is a cantrip, so you could
I could
attempt
get the
to
back
use that to
just
push
doing
some
like
things if you
fire
want, yeah.
spells to propel us.
All right. So as your raft is completed, you take a step back. You look at it. It's beautiful. It's up against the riverbank, ready to set sail. You need to get on it.
Right. So if I get on it out of the water and then someone pushes it into the water, does that work?
Could do.
Yeah. Maybe I'll
Shall we try that?
So you pull it up onto the shore
Yes.
so that you can board it.
What's wrong with your? Are you allergic to water?
I'm so. Don't freak out or anything. But I'm a vampire.
Oh, I got things too.
Yeah. See, yours are good. Except mine are just like undead, gross.
I mean, I eat dead people too.
I mean, I eat alive people, but that's cool.
I'm waiting till
I mean, I'm not going to shame anyone for what they eat or don't eat.
Yeah, me
Yeah.
neither.
Yeah, but
Cool.
yeah, so that's why I can't get into the river. There it is, everyone, the boat.
Yep, get on it.
Hey, after you.
Yeah, get on it. You go first.
You go first. Yeah, I'm capable of doing this. I wanted to be polite. Horatio, I thought you would understand.
Ladies first.
I appreciate that, but please.
Off I go.
Off you go.
Yeah.
You are.
Oh, no.
Yes,
I was getting on it. I was getting on it. Except you can't make me.
So you clamber onto the
Get
raft.
in the raft and
Horatio pushes.
Can I get on with you? Because I don't like water either.
I mean, get on in. This better.
Sweet. I
Get
think
on the
we're going to
raft.
be great friends.
No. Dodged. I dodged.
Make an attack roll. Make a dexterity saving throw.
3.
An attack roll.
I got a 3.
Plus 8.
I read the numbers.
So 19.
It's not looking good for
Not
me,
looking
mate.
good with the
It's
3 on the
not
dice.
looking good.
Do you have a plus 17?
I doubt it.
So you get on the raft. We're going to be great friends. You try and dodge to the side, and you feel. Well, no, she's not so bad actually. She's quite charming.
Yeah, right.
You push into the water. All aboard! Everybody jumps on as you start to breach that boundary. I need a Constitution saving throw from you.
We didn't really have a chance to talk about it, but
You're going to bring up the
7, 8.
corpses,
Yeah.
aren't you? I hope you would forget about them.
Oh yeah, where are they?
They're left behind. We forgot about them.
You could just tie them to the bottom and use them as flotation devices.
God.
The more bloated they get, the more they'll float.
8 total. Constitution save. All right.
I'm just gonna and brought at least Dahlia with us.
Yep.
We do. We
that
went
was-
to all that trouble of
Tails
cutting
it.
off his bloody frickin' foot, so I think we should bring him too, to be honest.
Yeah, he's
Bring him.
like just
Why'd you cut it off?
dead. Like wait,
So
we don't care
if he
about.
tries to run away, if
Do
we
you
ever
kill him?
revive
I
him,
don't know.
We
Do
don't
you
kill
get rid?
him. We don't kill him.
He won't be able to.
So what do you do?
We have to feed him to the bear.
Let's
bring
he's
the
on-
bear.
He's on the
The
raft.
bear is ready to leave as well. The bear's like, don't like you're not going to be keeping a bear with you, and like we're not going into pet simulator.
Sorry.
I haven't
We won't
woken
keep
him
a
up
bear with us, but we keep 2 dead bodies.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
I
are we getting
haven't
rid of-
woken him up yet because I'm not sure.
They don't
Haven't
make for
woken
good
him,
pets.
but are you
Right,
keeping the
this
corpse
is
with you?
true.
Yes, yeah.
But
Okay.
they probably
You can't
smell
hold
bad.
this corpse because
No,
you're
I mean-
tiny and you have a 6 intelligence, 6 strength. So can you persuade your companions to bring the corpse along?
I don't
Don't
want
look
to
at me.
revive him.
Yeah, I feel like. Hey, Nixie.
Yeah.
We're friends, right?
Yeah, of course.
Can you help me just drag this dead guy? Don't worry, it's important.
So you see a naked guy.
Yeah.
He is.
that's right.
You stripped him. That's right. He's naked. He's missing his right foot.
And his mustache.
Seemingly, you've been around a lot of dead people.
Yeah.
You know when a wound has
Usually
been
not
inflicted
naked, though.
post-mortem. This guy, the wound to his foot seems to have been inflicted post-mortem. But the rest of the wounds, like there's some wounds in his face that were inflicted before he died. He's also missing like a huge chunk of the top of his lips, where his mustache has been forcibly removed. And he's a mess, and he looks like he's been dead for at least 24 hours.
Wow.
He
You
started
guys
to bloat.
messed him up.
Thanks.
Aw, you're welcome.
I'm gonna punch him again.
And the structure of his neck, it seems like his neck was broken.
So, are you guys trying to revive him again, or like, why do you need the body?
We're on differing opinions about this.
Yeah, I have no idea what's
It's,
going on.
it's for the fun of it.
Oh, I get that.
Yeah, I knew you would.
Okay. Because, like, I was gonna say, like, do you need the rest of his body? Could you just take his head?
Oh, my
Interesting.
God. I hate carrying around dismembered heads.
And the whole body's fine?
No, the whole body is not fine. I think we should.
Ratios of the very differing opinions.
I say, now this is my plan, Nixie, is that we chop him up, put him around the swamp, and feed the bear.
I mean, I could just burn him.
Barbecue.
Nixie, torch him.
Burning? Yeah.
No.
No burning? Okay.
I think we should keep him. I think we could interrogate him. We could get information. I think we should keep him.
He's dead.
Yeah, but I've got the flu, so I can like bring him back.
Can I please burn him, please?
Yeah, I know. I just think that maybe we should torch him.
Burning? Yeah.
No.
No? Okay. Fine. No, that's fine.
See,
But I don't know what to do. Okay, you know what?
It's just a lot of weight. That's all I'm saying. If you don't really need the rest of him, like a head should be fine. It identifies him, right?
Sneaky, why do you, it's because you want to interrogate Calzette.
And get some revenge.
He's dead! You got your revenge!
You literally murdered him with your own hands.
I'm gonna just like flit away for a second, if this would be privately, and I'm gonna just talk to Dahlia.
You also see someone who looks very similar but prettier in a fairy kind of. She's got.
Dead but
That's
prettier.
how it's. That's how it's described.
Yeah.
They are twins, but whereas Dahlia got a lot of the stereotypically beautiful kind of fairy, beautiful butterfly wings and very symmetric face, and she's very conventionally attractive.
But dead.
But she is a corpse, and she's like just a animated corpse, and
animated?
yeah, she's a zombie essentially.
Yeah.
And she's just kind of flitting there, following this one around, and you can tell that there's definitely a familial resemblance, but this one has dragonfly wings instead, and is not as conventionally attractive. Still a fairy, so still by like a relative scale,
By
still
mortal standards,
by
still
mortal standards, still attractive.
Yeah.
But like from fairy standards, plain Jane.
Yeah. Dahlia, should I kick him into the river?
The corpse doesn't speak, but the voice in your head does, and she says, I don't know why you're keeping him around.
So I can hurt him for what he did to you. He kept you around. He's animated your corpse.
And you're doing the same to him. You're keeping his corpse around.
I'm gonna like flit her away. Sneaky's like, she's losing her mind.
I'm just poking at his dead flesh.
You can burn him and kick him off.
Oh my god, finally!
Oh my God! Yes. I high five Booblade Arrow.
Let's go! Get rid of this stinky
Sneaky's
man!
gonna put her arm on you and say, friends.
Friends! Yeah! Yeah, it worked. Cool. All right, cool.
So how are you disposing of Calzette?
Light him up.
Light him up, kick him off.
And
The
give
river,
the barbecue
he's
to
not
the
gonna, He's
bear.
not gonna flow out like the way towards Ember Shards, is he? Is that the way
If you throw him into the river, he might. He started to bloat. He's 24 hours dead.
Ooh.
Oh no, we
think
need
like
to
a
chop him up
bonfire.
into little pieces so he can't be reanimated.
and like put stones in him or something. Weigh him down.
This is getting real f***ing dark.
Sneaky, you made the right decision. Please allow me, on your behalf, to chop him up into tiny little pieces.
I'll help.
Thanks.
We'll feed some to the bear, some our new friend
make
can
a
barbecue.
bonfire.
Yeah, bonfire.
The king seems to have...
Oh my god, he was there.
Yeah, this is before you set sail on the raft, because we sort of like had to retcon to be like, oh yeah, what happened to the bodies?
Right,
He's like,
I have means of disposing of bodies if
No,
you
no,
want.
no, it's fine. We've got our own way.
No.
We're gonna cut him up into little pieces.
Do you want to
No.
eat some of it?
That's disgusting to make that assumption, but I have a creature that will eat some of it.
Ooh. What? And it never,
What's the
I have a bodyguard that is of a size that could easily devour something of this nature.
Is it love?
Flop!
and
feel
he
weird about
calls
giving
for
a
his
body away.
bodyguard,
Yeah, me
and
too.
out of the swamp, like a good 30, 40, 50 feet back, you see like this eye stalk of 3 different eyes. Blop.
Nope.
And then a huge green mound starts to emerge from the swamp, and you see a froghemoth emerge from the swamp.
I'm really glad we didn't fight the Frog King now.
Yeah, I have in my notes, he has a bodyguard froghemoth called Flop, if they start to fight the king. He calls to Flop, and he looks back to you and says,
Do you want him to dispose of the body?
I mean, I don't trust it.
Yeah, with your necromancy friends, with your knowledge of dead people, will Calzette come back to life?
Well,
can he be reanimated if he's eaten by a giant frog?
Yeah,
if
can
he's
he be
been entirely digested, probably not.
and pooped? Like the poops, it can't be like evil poop or something.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, do you guys maybe have like, I usually carry it around with me, but I'm out at the moment. Do you guys have like any dynamite or something? Because you could put that in the body and then feed it to the frog, and then the frog blows up.
Oh, I mean, if I were Ben Van Leer, I would say I love blowing things up from the inside out.
Flop! And then this tongue just whips out, smacks against Calzette's body, and just into the mouth. And
I
then
mean-
crunch.
We can see the crunch.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay,
great, so
all
he's-
right, I feel better.
He
Yeah.
goes, Done.
Okay.
Get out of here.
Okay.
Basically, the king just wanted you gone.
I'll be
Like, I am
back.
done. All right.
See you soon.
So Calzette's body's gone.
Yeah.
He turns to the other one too.
No.
Flop, the bot.
And then just sinks back into the swamp again.
Ominous.
I reach out and give Sneaky's hand a squeeze, and I say, "You did the right thing."
Good on you.
I don't understand the emotional depth of what's happening right now, but
That's
it seems
okay.
pretty serious.
Thanks.
I hope you're okay.
Thank you. I will
Right.
be. And Sneaky's gonna just quietly sit with the corpse of her sister.
You head
Beautiful.
to you head
And
to
follow
the
along,
you head
yeah.
to the raft late in the evening, and you had an 8 on your Constitution check before to get
Fortunately, yeah.
into the water, over the water essentially. Arrow enters clean water. You're not entering clean water. You're crossing over clean water. All right, you failed the Constitution saving throw, so you suffer a point of exhaustion.
Oh. God, I'm exhausted.
Exhaustion gives you
You look
disadvantage
the
on
same.
all of your.
I look exhausted all the time. I am dead, technically.
Exhaustion gives you disadvantage on all ability checks, and while exhausted in this way, your natural vampiric regeneration drops down to only 1 HP per hour.
Great, I'll remember
And
that.
and the exhaustion is removed in this. The exhaustion suffered in this way is only removed after 1 hour of being in contact with dry ground again.
Great, that's so the rest of the session, essentially.
Maybe.
Yes.
So you get out onto the raft. You feel like, oh man, this is making me a bit weak. And then you're all aboard and set off, and you push down river. And thankfully that starts to ease a little bit. The rocking motion of the raft makes you feel more at ease, like being back on a pirate ship.
Oh, Arrow, isn't it nice to be back on the water again? You must be loving it. Just like old times. Sorry?
Buble, I need you to kill me.
Sorry?
I need you to kill me right now.
So you just say you're having lots of fun? Yeah, I thought
said,
so.
kill me!
For the next 6 days, you're going to be going down river, and during that time, you can level up.
Yay!
So you're going to level 6, and I need some checks from you to see if anything happens on the journey as well. But we'll first do the level ups. So Phoenix, we'll start with you. As a level 6 rogue, what are you taking?
So
What do you
I
get?
got 2 more roguish expertise,
Okay.
and I chose perception and sleight of hand.
Nice. Sleight of hand and perception. So you get better at perception and sleight of hand. How on this 6-day journey do you train that stuff?
Practicing on the flute.
Practicing the flute. You
My fingers.
training your little nimble fingers.
Yeah.
Practicing the flute. Each day, casting animate dead on your sister's
Yeah.
corpse, while your sister's actual soul in your mind is like,
Please stop.
daffodil,
Yeah.
daffodils, honey, please.
Yeah. I think like Sneaky starts like she's just descending a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's got a little bit of a going on.
spiral.
But you're practicing that stuff. You're keeping aware for looking out for issues on
This
the
is
journey.
A question. Yeah, it is a question. You know how Calzette made her do enthralling performance?
Mhm.
Can I do that? Because that's what I'm thinking. I'm trying to.
She's under
practice
your
on.
control, so you can tell her to do whatever you want. She's a zombie that you control. You can give her whatever orders you want.
Okay, I'll be really sad, but I'll be like making her dance like she used to.
Jesus
Christ. The rest of us sitting on the boat like,
and the zombie fairy that is with you goes from just like this kind of neutral state to suddenly bring out this most beautiful, elegant dance. Many of you actually finding yourself over the 6 days kind of enthralled by it because it has a literal wisdom save against it. So you, for moments, find yourself enthralled by her performance.
Quite enthralled by this.
What?
I can't look away.
Why?
I mean, what? I'm feeling things that I've never felt before in places.
No.
I've never felt before.
No.
Concerning, Buble.
It's the spell.
God.
That's very concerning.
Buble.
Oh.
It's the spell.
Oh,
Dead
Snap
noise,
out of it.
Buble.
And then once that wears off, maybe there's some choice words between you and
Do it again. Okay.
so that's what you're doing to level up. What are we getting over here?
So I'm getting a new spell. Should I reveal that? Is that what I reveal?
Up to you. You can keep it secret, keep it safe.
Oh, I'll just reveal it. It's not like I mean, it might just be helpful. I can now remove curses off like objects.
You can cast remove curse.
That's
you
the
can remove
one.
it off of objects or people.
Yes.
So if you come across a cursed item or somebody is cursed, you can remove curse.
That might be helpful.
You haven't fully investigated that.
Oh, I haven't.
Okay.
I wouldn't
So
know that.
you learn remove curse as a new warlock ability. What else do you get?
I'm also now able to resist fire more than I have before.
As you are traveling, you are getting visions in your sleep of a fiery nature, much more brimstone and volcanoes than underwater, where your origin presumably lied as a water genasi. It's, I would say, concerning.
Yeah.
Given how the nature of your fire mixing with your water was the thing that got you ostracized in the first place.
Yeah.
Like seemingly that's growing.
It's growing, yeah.
And maybe you put it down to being off of the ocean for so long. Like the longer you are, the longer maybe you're drying out at it. Maybe you're going through these theories for yourself. Like what is it? I don't know.
Yeah.
But you are starting to feel more
Fiery.
more fiery.
Yeah.
And
Good thing
by nature of being around Nixie, you are going to be exposed to fire somewhat, and I think that's how you realize everybody else is like, Nixie, can you not, please? It's very hot. And you're like, oh, it's not that
That's
hot.
fine.
Yeah, no, it's not even bothering me that much.
Aw, I'm glad. Yay.
Very good. And I think the other thing that you discover is that if you concentrate some of that heat within yourself down to your lower extremities, you find that you can turn your lower half into like a more swirling mix rather than two legs. You can turn them into like a swirling mix of steam, and that can allow you to hover for a few minutes each day.
It's giving genie.
Yeah.
As a genie warlock, she's becoming more and more genie-esque as she gets more powerful.
What are you free to
How about over here?
I get an additional, as a ranger, an additional favored enemy, and I'm going to pick undead because
Makes sense.
Nice.
You're surrounded by them and you've been fighting them.
Yeah.
and then also natural explorer gets another terrain, so I think I'm going to pick forest because we're in one, but I don't know where
In
we're
one as
going,
well,
so.
makes sense.
Yes.
So you've been getting better and better affiliated, better affinity with the terrain that you've been in for several days, and you're starting to learn like how to look out for things that are an issue. Anytime that you stop for the night, you like pull up against a bank, make camp, and as a ranger, you're doing a good job of like hunting for things and setting up forest fires.
That's my job.
Setting up a controlled area that Nixie can light the fire and all this sort of stuff.
Bonfire.
And so you're becoming more and more favoured towards your forest terrain. And you're thinking back over the undead things that you've fought over the years. You're getting flashes of the undead that you were fighting in that army, that fateful army. And you're starting to learn how they act. Mm-hmm. And finally over here.
Yes, so I get counter charm, which is musical notes or words to disrupt mind-influencing effects.
I think that's because she's trying to cast friends, and you're learning how to counter that with some musical notes.
Yeah, and mantle of majesty, which is magic that I can make other people serve me.
Cool.
Yeah.
It's as a College of Glamour bard, you're all about that performance and like that glamorous appearance, and you learn how to turn on this mantle for a few minutes a day. You can turn on like a super sort of charming appearance that can make people's their inhibitions drop around you.
Yeah, make some other things drop as well, if you know what I mean. Talking about panties.
Yeah. I was going to ask.
And then I picked a spell, but now I'm thinking that's kind of lame, and now I'm panicking about changing it.
I'll allow you to change
Oh
it.
God, okay.
What did you pick?
I picked Speak with Plants.
Hey, that could have some fun.
Yeah, that's
Maybe
okay.
it's useful. You're in a
The
forest.
other, I think because he loves,
burning them.
Oh,
yeah. Well, he loves chatting. Horatio loves talking and chatting. So the other spell I thought could be good for him is tongues, which is basically
You can speak any language.
speak any
Oh,
language.
that's really useful.
That's probably more useful than talking to plants. Eh?
Well, it's
Depends where we go.
it's whatever you want to do, Ree.
I mean, it depends what the plants know.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I mean, I'm sure they see a lot of things.
And they talk to each other too.
Big connected network of trees or whatever might
Okay,
know a lot of things. It's
I'll
up to
stick
you.
with Speak with Plants.
Okay.
Lovely.
All right, so on the journey, you are leveling up, but there's also difficulties to be had. I need each of you, one at a time, to roll me a d8. So we'll start over here with Ree. Roll me a d8 to see if there is a difficulty on the first day.
5.
5 is a flora difficulty, meaning poisonous plants. So at some point during this journey, there's I know, right? Literally only one of the 8 is only one of the 8 is plants. At one point, let's say that the river gets a little narrower, and it's going down sort of some slightly more rapids areas, and there's a lot of the forest growth on either bank is kind of encroaching in, and there's lots of like drooping vines that are an issue to get past. How are you going to deal with this issue?
I speak to the plant, and
Whoa, you can do that?
with my and I also use Mantle of Majesty on the plants.
Use that as well. Nice, yeah.
And so
use them
I
both.
kind of We're going downstream, and the wind is blowing through my hair, and my muscles look massive, and I'm just kind of
And then what?
Who oiled him up?
They've got little sparkles around me, and I look up at the vines, and I say, "Wow, are your vines really long? Or you're just happy to see me? Name's Horatio, and I would really appreciate it if you stopped touching us with your poisonous tendrils."
So you make yourself super sexy, seduce them, and then that's to get them to stop touching you.
Yes, I'll be so turned on by
Denial.
Deny me hard.
My name's Horatio. I love to be edged, so don't touch me. Don't touch me. Get real close, but don't touch.
Yeah.
So, Mantle of Majesty, you can cloak yourself in Fey magic that makes others want to serve you. As a bonus action, you can cast Command without expending a spell slot, and you take on an appearance of unearthly beauty for a minute, or until your concentration
It's kind of
ends.
like that all the time.
During this time, you can cast Command as a bonus action on each of your turns without expending a spell slot. So Command is a spell that allows you to say a one-word verb, and the thing, if they fail a Wisdom save, is forced to do it.
So they're touching us.
What is the word?
Stop.
And the vines. Let's roll a Wisdom save for the vines. They fail with a 7. So they go out to, they're reaching out to try and poison you and touch you, and you're like,
Stop.
Stop. And they retract. And they're just kind of like, ooh, not touching, can't get mad.
I'm not touching you.
The raft goes downriver, and they're all just kind of like almost touching. Well done. You managed to get past without any issues on that first day. On the second day, we'll go with you and the D8.
5 again.
5 again. Poisonous plants the very next day. So I am going to bump it. You can choose to bump up or down.
Ooh, guys, what do we think? Down or up?
Really doesn't matter.
To the sky.
Up. So you bump it from 5 to a 6, and it becomes a river. The river problem becomes there's lots of different types of river problem. This one is that it becomes really
I would have
windy.
A river problem, wouldn't I? Yeah.
It becomes really windy, and it becomes exhausting to steer. So, who of you is steering for this day?
Probably
You're going to be
me.
steering as you made the rudder. So I need an athletics check from you to try and get through this.
Well, I'm stuck at athletics.
That is a 4.
I suck
That is
at
a
them.
4 on the dice, which is terrible. Maybe it really is a cursed seat.
I think it might be.
Are we able to help during this?
This is kind of an abstract of all of your.
I have a +6 athletics.
So a 10, not bad. Yeah, a single roll is kind of an abstract of everybody's attempts to get through the day. So you are all chipping in during the day, but it's a total of 10, which unfortunately is a failure. So you are going to be 1 failure on this skill check. Essentially, during the 6 days of travel downstream, if you get more fails than successes, you're all going to arrive where you're going with a level of exhaustion.
All right, so we failed day 2.
So that was day 2. There was just so much windy bits, and you were already kind of exhausted because of your vampirism over running water.
Cool.
Over here, what
Hi
is
there.
your D8 roll?
This one here, okay.
5. We've rolled a 5.
That's crazy.
These plants
That's
were really
wild.
turned on by you, and the plants have been like,
They just keep
the plants have
coming
been
back.
whispering downstream. Oh my God, there's this really hot minotaur coming, and then all of the plants come out, and they're like, ooh, more plants.
Okay, I'll go down then.
We're going to bump you down to a 4. Supplies problem. You run out of food. So you've not been preparing yourselves enough for the journey. You run out of food and potable water. What do you guys do about it?
I never run out of food.
Not when there's living creatures around. Yeah, you're starting to feel it on this third day. You're like feeling the itch. What do you guys do?
Fish in the water.
Fishing?
Yeah,
You can try fish.
Fishing. Can you shape water to bring up a fish or something? And
You can
stab?
try.
Yeah, good idea. I can like
you can cook
empty
the
a bit
I could
ahead
cook
of.
the fish. I can cook the
You
fish.
can cook it. All right, so we're going to work together. So we're going to make this a shape water thing. So make it a spellcasting check. That one? Yep.
That was it. That was
14.
interesting.
14 plus your spellcasting modifier, which is your charisma. So just
high,
all the way
isn't
to the beginning. Charisma bonus.
+3.
Plus 3. Cool. 17 is a success. So you manage to shape water. You stay down the edge. You wait for a fish to kind of be going downstream alongside you, and you grab the water and just bring it up and onto the the raft with you, and it starts flopping round. You stab it immediately, and then you cook it up, and
Beautiful.
you're
I could
able
just
to
like
eat
burning
for the next day.
hands, just hold the fish.
Yeah.
We might have to gut it first, otherwise.
Yeah, you do that for the first one, and then you're like, oh, I should have gutted this.
Oh, the guts exploded.
It just becomes really fucking gross.
Wash your hands
Try
in
that
the
again.
river.
Try again. Got it this time.
D8 for the next day.
A
5 again! What the fuck?
Okay, come on.
Wow. That's gotta be luck. Come on.
That is insane. So these plants are really all over you. All right, I will have you bump up or down. We're going to a 3 or a 7.
7.
7. It is a weather problem. It is terrible weather the next day, and you will have an absolutely miserable journey. You are being drenched to the bone. Morale is the issue here. What are you going to do to raise morale?
I can't, because I have...
or control the weather in some kind.
I have, I think it's Fairy Fire, Druidcraft, which will tell me the weather.
Yep.
Could I have done that the previous day?
Yeah, and you were aware that it's going to be terrible weather tomorrow.
Guys,
Like,
it's going to
what
be terrible weather tomorrow. Wait,
Sorry.
guys, it's going to be terrible weather tomorrow. Prepare yourselves.
Yep, and you're on a raft, and there's nothing you can do to prepare, so it's with miserable weather the next day, and morale is a problem.
You guys don't have like tents or anything? Like you guys are an adventuring party, right?
Let me see.
Bedrolls?
You would think so. You would think so.
Can we all drink my bottle?
Not at this level. I think that's a thing that
Do
comes
we have,
later.
Are we using like a sail or something?
I don't know. You're just kind of floating downstream
I
on
do
a
have a
raft.
bedroll in my backpack, but I have a rope, so I could string the
A
rope.
bedroll is like a sleeping bag essentially, and
Wow,
you're
I don't
going.
have a
That's not
bedroll.
going to help you against the weather.
Above my head.
Okay, wait, so like morale-wise, that we have to do something?
Wait, what's the foliage like on the sides of the river?
It's stretching out for you. it's
Could you ask for like the trees maybe to like just while we're passing through, just to like give us more cover?
That's great. That's such a cool image. Like,
Creative idea.
I didn't have that idea. I'm not smart enough for it, but it happened.
that's really
Okay,
cool.
this is going to be a persuasion check, please.
18. And I'm very persuasive. So persuasive. A +8.
Hell
Nice. 26. Yeah, that is a success. The plants are wanting to do anything for you. The plants are really ready for it.
What do they sound like?
We can't let anything else touch him either.
The plants are definitely simping on you. And the 5th of 6 days. Is it 5? Is it 5?
No, it's an 8.
8 is clear sailing, no problems.
Woo! Yay!
All right, so the final day is me to roll, which is a 6, which was the windy and exhausting to steer, so I'm going to bump that to the nearest one that wasn't used yet. 3, fauna. Fauna problems. You start getting attacks from wildlife, the grung in the area. So grung in D&D are like kind of like bullywugs. They're humanoid frog people, but they're a little less humanoid and more anthropomorphic, more just frogs. They're like poison tree frogs, very tribal communities, and they use like poisoned arrows and things.
Do you speak with animals?
Yeah, I was just looking at that.
Are they considered animals?
I don't think that they are beasts, but I would allow it at a disadvantage or something if you try to do so.
Okay, yeah, I might try and speak with animals and use some charisma to.
Okay, so you start as you're going down. You've had a day of just kind of lazy. The previous day, you're like, that was a nice easy. The river seems to be slowing down a little bit wider, less windy rapids. You didn't roll waterfalls or choppy rapids, which were the ones that can affect your sturdiness of your raft, and then I have to roll to see if your raft would have exploded.
Thank God for those 5s.
Yeah, good that you didn't get those on the first day, because then you'll have to stop and make another raft. But you do get attacks from grung. This is another one where I have to roll against the raft because they're throwing rocks at you. They're firing arrows from the riverbanks. They're trying to stop you. You're going to try and call out to them before they do any damage to your raft.
Yeah.
What are you doing? What are you saying?
Oh, I'm saying, hello, yes, excuse me, hello, yes, we were in your area. Aggressive. We're only going to be here just temporarily. We're just passing through. No threat to you. No.
Make a persuasion check, please.
Can I bend luck?
Yes, you can. You can add a D4 to that. Use your sorcery points.
Yes.
It's a 9 plus 3.
What is bend
Persuasion?
luck?
Yeah,
Bend luck.
Plus 3 persuasion.
Yeah.
Cool. So 9 plus 3 is 12, and then Nixie is bending luck, which means you get to add a D4 to it.
Oh,
Think of it like a bardic inspiration.
Another 3. So it takes the 12 to a 15 with Nixie's help.
Thank you,
Yeah, we know you're king.
That is a success. So you manage to succeed on more days than you fail on.
Sorry, guys. Let's sit down there.
That's all right.
Which means that you do not arrive after your big old journey with a level of exhaustion. It's pretty exhausting for you being on the water this whole time. But you are able to survive. The things that were going to be attacking your raft with rocks and arrows and things will not have to attack your raft. So the raft arrives intact as well.
Oh yeah.
Beautiful. On that final night, as you are dreaming under the stars, as you are heading down this river, Buble, you stare out across the reef.
In the dream, or is this in real life? I've forgotten already.
Every time.
Just punch yourself. If it hurts, it's real life.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Also,
right.
you're on a raft on a river. Do you think there's a reef?
No.
I thought with context you
No,
would have
you're
understood.
right. This is a dream. Okay, I'm with you now.
You stare out across the reef. The water is cool on your body. The current seems to be bringing more tepid waters your way lately. Perhaps the seasons are changing. You hear the whistle and you pull on the cord to bring in the tea bladder from the heat vent. Taking it inside, your friend meets you in the kitchen. Let me serve the tea, Jetta. You shouldn't exert yourself in your condition. You cheeky manatee, you retort. I'm pregnant, I'm not an invalid. You squeeze the bladder, squirting a small stream of tea from the nozzle into Flona's direction, which dissipates quickly and floats around the kitchen around you. A few moments later, you each have your tea in your drink pocket, and you rest on your sand chairs in your lounge, nibbling on kelp biscuits and discussing Flona's current difficulties. We're just not seeing any success, Jetta. I mean, we've been trying for... Well, you remember, we started trying even before you did, and you know how long you took. I know, bub. It was tough. Can't have been easy seeing us finally succeed. In fact, your pregnant belly. I mean, I don't blame you, obviously. It's not like you could help it. You didn't choose for this. There's an uncomfortable pause. What? Well, what? We did get some help. What do you mean? Well, I'd heard about this, this, I don't even know what it's called, sort of like an elemental force, but like a person. And we went to them and we asked for his help and he granted our wish. What did he want in return? Nothing. Jetta, please, come on. What did he want? No, I'm serious. He just said we'd like pay it forward one day, or like when the time was right, or something. Do you reckon it would work for me? I mean, it might. If you can find it. It called itself Amon or something. We heard about it from Bear Breeden.
Yep. Sorry.
And as the dream fades, you are left with the feeling that somehow you have an insight into maybe where you came from for one of the first times in your life.
Interesting stuff. Very
Oh,
interesting.
in there, I thought it was you, bro.
Wait, were you pregnant or were you in
That's
the
your mum.
tummy?
Oh, I'm glad you guys are just as lost
Yeah.
as I am.
Okay.
I was like, this is a context thing.
I think I'm the baby, right?
Oh, that's what I take.
Is your name
from
Jetta?
it.
Yeah, no, it's not. Yeah.
I was like, wait, you have a
is-
secret name?
One of them your mum?
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
Is it like some Rumpelstiltskin type stuff where it's like, I'm gonna take your firstborn?
I think so.
It's giving.
It's giving
It's
Rumpelstiltskin.
giving.
Giving.
Okay, I just write some of this down actually.
Why you do that? I'm just gonna
Yeah, wow, that's
reach
a
into
lot.
this very loud packet.
Thanks. Arrow.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Sorry.
Yeah.
That's why he chose it.
Yep.
Hold on. It's almost gone.
We're keeping all of this in.
And scene. I mean, and action. Sorry.
Arrow. The raft gently bobs down the river, sending your body in waves, softly oscillating, calmingly lulling you into a state of relaxation. The salty air meets your nostrils and it soothes your mind. Being way out here, far enough that you can't see land for any horizon around, it's serene, tranquil. There's no armies of undead all the way out here.
Well, it's been some time since you've been in touch, my dear.
The familiar voice pulls you from your meditation and you spin round on the bow of the ship to see the captain, all alone on the deck behind you. Standing confidently at 5'3", his wiry grey beard is unkempt as always, his clothes loose-fitting and mismatched, and his iron collar thick and intimidating, serving to highlight his stocky neck and shoulder muscles. What's taking you so long to get back to me, girl?
What? What are you doing? Arrow thinks she's having like maybe a stroke or something? What are you doing here? How are you
Well,
here?
I be feeling like I'm missing a crewmate of late. Where you been?
Doing my job.
Well, mayhaps you seemin' to be getting used to them land legs. You've been gone a while. Now, far be it from me to dictating when a person should decide to retire from the seas. But if you're making that decision, well, then I need him to be no, so I can be doing some recruiting for a new hunter.
No, I've made no decision. I'm just following the money, like you taught me.
He points out behind you, and you turn to the front of the ship again, and now suddenly there is land in sight, very close. The ship is coming into port, a very familiar port.
What?
Do I happen to be collecting on your debt in other ways?
No,
Well then, haven't you been getting some coin for me, girl?
I have. I pull out the coins that I was so lovely gifted. Thank you so much. And I offer them to him.
He takes it. This be feeling a little light.
We're in the process of getting some more. Won't be long.
Best be seeing that it ain't long. Can't be doing without a hunter for too much longer.
You won't have to.
He comes right up towards you, like way into your personal space. And you see that flash of gold go across his eyes. And the slight bristling of his beard seeming to grow a little across his face. Don't be disappointing me. The dog always finds his mark. And the dream fades, and you can mark off all of your gold.
You robbed me in my sleep.
Correct.
What? Oh, I didn't know you could do that.
Oh my god, that was really cool.
I lost all my gold.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You know what? I bet it was that Nixie girl. I bet you she took your gold.
That's assumptive. It wasn't Nixie.
Oh.
No.
Who was it?
I mean, it could be you, to be honest. You're known for stealing things, but it wasn't. No, it was, my captain. Just a guy. Apparently he can just teleport into my brain and take all my literal physical belongings. Who knew?
Wait, what?
I don't know how
I was
physically
gonna
that
say,
works.
We've been on the boat and no one's come seen us, so... In your mind?
No, he just went in my mind, but then physically took my gold.
Wait, are you sure it's gone?
No, it's gone.
How does it work?
I don't know. I would love to know physically how that logic works.
As your raft comes round the final bend on that last morning, you see that the river pours into a gargantuan lake, frilled around the edges with beautiful bright-leaved trees. Catching your eye as a break in the forest on the shores ahead, a series of cabins and tree houses, unmistakable as a wood-elven village, at the heart of which is an unfathomably large tree, the Tree of Life.
Oh my god, imagine this place on fire.
You know that this is where Amon's operation is based.
But I won't do it.
Well, as you say this, you notice as you are starting to make your way across the lake towards the settlement, both the forest around it and the settlement itself are showing signs of having been relatively recently rebuilt and regrown following tremendous forest fire. This was not your doing.
I didn't do it. It wasn't me.
The green growth is small and young, and the older growth is still blackened and charred. The buildings and the rope bridges between the platforms are all fresh and well maintained.
Oh, we missed the party.
The village has lots of evidence of industrial use, from its dock and pier sticking out into the lake with many boats outside of it, to its plumes of smoke pointing the way to smelters and stoves below. I'll get each of you to make a history check, see if you know anything about this area and the Tree of Life.
It's
13.
15.
Dirty one.
With your negative.
I rolled a 2 and I have a -1, so.
You're proficient in history.
Dirty
You are trained in history,
I
which is
am-
why
I
it's
am
not a negative
proficient
4.
in it, which is funny,
It
but I
takes it all the way up from a -4 to a -1.
Yeah, exactly.
You know a lot about it.
13.
13, 3,
15.
15,
And 15.
15, and 1.
I'm very confident
You
about the
you
history
are
of
the
this
one
place.
who's been here and you know less about this place than the people who haven't. The two people with a 15. You know that the reason for the char is that there is a very famous story, infamous story of a historical event whereby one of the Dark Lords, basically in this world there are 10 gods and 10 evil Dark Lords that oppose the gods. And one of the Dark Lords broke off and made his own realm entirely, basically the demon plane. And his name's Balthazar the Destroyer. And at some point he came onto the material plane, made his way for the Tree of Life and tried to destroy it. And being that he's the Dark Lord of Fire and all things burning and destruction, and demons and devils, he did a pretty good job of it. But he did not manage to destroy the Crucible of Life. He was thwarted by some adventurers. That's what you remember about it with your 15 history check. With the 13, you'd have heard of bits of that, but you wouldn't remember the details of like the names and things. You just know that some demon lord tried to attack this tree at some point.
This looks like Arnold's handiwork. Yeah.
Who is Arnold?
He's just this guy that I see like walking around sometimes, and like, you know, we say hi every now and then, but this looks like his handiwork. Yeah.
Interesting.
Arnold?
Am I missing some context here?
Arnold.
I mean, just the context that Arnold's like just a guy who just walks around sometimes, and like I say hi.
In your mind or in real life?
I mean,
In real life.
I think other people see Arnold too. We just go, "Hey Arnold," and then that's kind of that's the whole thing. Yeah.
I'm with you.
As you come up to the pier, a glorious white horse strides out along the pier to meet you without a
Oh.
I know, right?
Oh,
For you.
you shouldn't have.
So that I can troll you with my lack of understanding of
It's okay.
horse anatomy.
It's okay. I forgive you.
A glorious white horse strides out to meet you without a rider on it.
Who is that?
Wait a minute. No, this isn't a horse. Horses don't have wings. The Pegasus spreads its magnificent feathered limbs, and you're all taken aback by the sheer size of its wingspan. Picture the biggest horse you've ever seen. Now double it. Horatio, you're also taken aback, but for a different reason. You heard Hanky Panky had died in the ring.
Wait, Hanky Panky!
And yet here he is.
Hanky
Hanky Panky Yankee Doodle.
So, this is a different.
You called your horse a euphemism for sex?
No.
Yeah, this.
Hanky Panky Yankee Doodle, the Pegasus that we're all familiar with.
Did we talk about it in the game though? Was it
No. Yeah.
This is assumed
I think I'm
knowledge.
thinking of different
a
one.
character
Don't
she
worry about
What do
it.
you think?
do,
I'm
but
thinking
it
of the
got,
one that
like, vetted by the guy,
died.
so it changed to
In
Horatio.
one of the old campaigns.
Oh no, that was Lulu.
Oh, Lulu. Oh, sorry, guys.
That was Lulu.
I'm
I
glad
thought it was Lulu
Hanky's
coming
back.
She was a unicorn.
Oh, damn.
She was a
Got my
unicorn, not
wires
a.
crossed there.
No, that was that's a reference to the Descent into Avernus
I
campaign.
was like, that's such
in the
a
cards.
obscure reference, but no, it's not correct. Yes.
Hanky Panky Yankee Doodle, for explaining the reaction, was in our Session 0 campaign. It was Ree's first character before we decided being a Pegasus for green screen was going to be too hard.
Yeah.
So we made her a Minotaur instead. But as an Easter egg, here's Hanky
Love
Panky.
that. Thanks, Rob. That's cool.
Hanky approaches and goes, "Well, ain't you a sight for sore eyes?"
Why ain't you a sight for sore eyes yourself? I have never seen Pegasus more beautiful. Gosh, your muscles are big and rippling.
Oh, well, you know, stretches the wings out. Whoosh, takes off, does a little circuit and goes, "I saw someone coming down the river, and I thought I'd come out to meet you. I didn't expect it to be you, Horatio."
Yankee Doodle.
Horatio bullshit.
Well, you are a sight for sore eyes.
As are yourself, sir. I thought you died.
I thought you died too.
I'm so glad you didn't.
Me and me as well. I thought I would not be seeing you until we were at the pearly gates.
Goodness me.
I certainly did not expect to see you
I
here.
thought you died in the ring.
I thought you also died in the ring. What happened to you?
Oh, I got bought.
You got... Who would
Yeah,
buy
they
you?
bought my freedom. Oh, Amon.
Oh, Hanky.
Amon gestures not with the hand, with a wing. Amon bought me from the girded gauntlet and set me free to work here.
Horatio pulls out his long sword,
Whoa!
gets himself up to his full height, and bellows across the lake and says, "Come out here, Amon! How dare you buy my beautiful horse!"
I mean, he gave me my freedom from fighting as a slave in the girded gauntlet and then gave me a job where I could earn an honest living. I don't think you understand the situation.
I should have let you finish. I didn't explain.
Amon buys a lot of us from the girded gauntlet, puts us to work.
And then sets you free.
He buys us, gives us our freedom, and then gives us a job.
He's a slaver.
That's not.
No, he's the people. Do you forget what happened at the girded? We were slaves at the girded gauntlet.
Of course, but now it sounds like a slave with a new master.
No, we're free men here.
Okay.
Yeah? Do you have enough money to be able to leave?
Yeah, if we wanna.
Okay.
Okay.
Follow me this way. Maybe I put some of your trepidations to rest.
It's great to see you, Hanky.
And you. And he puts his head down.
Oh, you have made my day, you have. Oh, I miss your head, Screech. Give me one of those again. Oh, that's good. Oh, the back leg. Oh, that's good. That's not off to my ears, as they always used to do whenever you scratch my head.
Your ears always fell
Do your
off.
horns still do the same if I scratch your head? And they,
They fall off too.
As you walk through town following this magnificent Pegasus, you see an orc wheeling a barrow, a smoke mephit whizzing overhead.
What's a mephit?
A mephit is like a small elemental imp, essentially. Smoke mephit whizzes overhead. You see a Goliath hammering a plank onto a shed. A magmin, which is another elemental sort of like lava creature. A magmin superheating a cauldron nearby.
I'm gonna chase it. I'm gonna chase it. Oh, I see you.
What is happening? This is so undignified. I'm an adult.
I want you. I want you.
Please leave me alone.
It's just magmins running around this village. You see a centaur quenching something in a trough, and a salamander, a fire lizard creature, slithering down a tree, leaving a scorch mark behind like a snail leaves a trail.
Cool.
And you realize that this town is bustling with a mixture of two major types, burly muscle folk and fire elementals. Horatio, you recognize not all of them by a long way, but a few of the burly muscle folk you recognize as once fighters and slaves of the girded gauntlet that have since been their freedom has been paid for. As you walk through town, you're still looking for Amon to duke it out or something, or what are you feeling?
No, I've calmed down, and I'm just so happy to see you, Hanky. And Horatio's giving him little nuzzles. Guys, does anyone have a sugar cube? You must do, Arrow.
Me?
You love horses, don't you?
I do love horses, but I guess I don't have one because it's not in my bag.
Sorry, what?
Do I have a sugar cube in my bag?
A sugar cube? I mean, you had worming tablets.
Pills. Yeah.
You decided you had worming tablets for a two-headed dog.
Puppy, didn't we?
We did.
There's a two-headed mangy dog in some stuff. So yeah, I'll say you've got a sugar cube.
Sugar cubes. Here you go.
You're a ranger. You've always got treats for animals in your bag.
Here you go. I pass Horatio a big bag of sugar cubes. Take as many as you want.
Hanky?
Oh, that's very kind of you, Horatio.
Or any time.
The magmin turns around and says, "Stop it!" Whoosh, and sends a wave of lava out towards you. That was a nat 20. So this is probably going to hurt even with your fire resistance.
Yeah.
Terrible roller. That is 10. That is 15, 18, and then one more. 21. So 21 fire damage halved, rounded up in my game, so 11 points of fire damage to you.
Nice.
Stop it! I've got work to do.
Aw, you're so cute. Aw, just
Squitch his face.
How is this not hurting? Oh, God damn it, Nixie.
Yeah, it's me again. Hey.
All right. Well,
I'm here to see Amon. Have you seen him around?
yeah, he's by the tree.
By the big one?
By the big tree, yeah.
The one you wouldn't let me burn?
Yes, the one with the tree of life. The tree that is responsible for all life on Earth.
Yeah, okay, fine.
Yeah.
You head off towards the Tree of Life, and you see it standing before you, unfathomably large, truly awe-inspiring to behold, and the symbol to many faiths around the world as well. Religion check from each of you, see what you know about the religious significance of this tree.
Oh no.
Oh,
okay. I must have used all my luck earlier.
Are you a nat 1 too?
That was a nat 1 -4. So.
I think that might be the first time I've ever had a -3 on a check in one of my games before.
Yeah, mine's just 1.
A 1 over here?
Nat 1, yeah.
So a nat 1, a -4, a -3. 17.
16.
16.
11.
11. All right. It'll just be the two of you know that the Tree of Life is essentially a doorway, a portal to the realm of life. There are essentially 4 outer realms in this world, and one of them is the origin of all life and souls and creatures that are conceived essentially, and they come from the life realm to which this tree is a portal. You would also know with 17 that the goddess of that realm is a goddess called Maedra. She's one of the original 10 gods, one of the ancients.
Okay.
How do you spell Maedra?
Maedra. Maedra. With a -3, you would know that this tree is a god.
I think it's all a sham.
And I trip over a root.
You think this tree itself is a god, and it's the god of all trees, you think. You're pretty sure.
I don't know. I think they're just lying about it.
You all notice it has this tree has a huge charred wound in the trunk of it, as though axed open by a giant fiery claw at some point. And up along the charred parts, of it, you see a series of scaffolding structures. There's a huge human man chiseling away at some part of the tree from the scaffolding, and standing by the base of it, turning around at all of the commotion, seeing you arriving in this open square by the base of the tree. You see before you a figure with such hulking mass as to do a disservice to him to call him a man. He wears an open waistcoat and nothing else. And
he's with I covered Bublé's eyes.
Oh my god.
Can you stop looking at my junk?
He is at least 9 feet tall and 5 feet wide at the shoulders.
So he says.
On his Tinder profile, he's 9 feet tall.
Yeah, so what?
He's got enough muscle to weigh well over 1/4 ton, or at least he would if he weighed anything at all. Rather than his toned abs and obliques leading directly into a blend of smoke and ash at the waistline, and a swirl of black smoke keeping him aloft.
I feel like Robert wasn't even able to get off the full description before suddenly you were giggling about my gigantic 9-foot-tall man penis that's in your face. But I mean, you didn't even let me finish the fact that I don't have legs, and then you feel like I'm objectified. You should know better.
I was gonna say
A foot
9
from the
feet,
ground.
like that was gonna be head height. Like
Yeah,
so it was
it's all about you,
confronting.
baby.
I feel sick as.
You see a fire genie Ifrit floating above the ground.
Oh,
And he says,
What a surprise. I get so few visitors these days. I'm Amon Almuta. How can I help you?
Well, I finished the job.
Nixie.
Yeah.
My darling, your return.
I did.
How did it go?
They said that you can have total and complete access. And also, I brought this frog.
Nice. Yeah, he's just been around along for the ride as
He's
well.
been very quiet.
He's fucking terrified because he's been around you long enough to know what you're capable
You
of.
can
so he's
hear
just
it
been like,
straight from the frog's mouth.
Well, I'm never doubted you for a second, Nixie. Total unfettered access, huh? And you brought me some fruit.
and his eyes fall on you. Well.
She can speak to animals. She can speak to animals, so she can tell you exactly what the frog is saying, and the frog will tell you everything that I just said.
That right?
I'd rather not.
No. She's really good at it.
He floats towards you, the smoke sort of trailing behind him. And as he gets closer, the smoke sort of coalesces into two legs. And he turns
He's wearing
himself.
clothes, right?
What?
He's wearing clothes, yeah.
He's getting there.
Just the waistcoat.
As he becomes legged once more, he does have a sort of a skirt kind of a situation, hiding his modesty. No, don't go there, Rob.
How long is the skirt?
And in what ways does it move as he walks? He steps right up towards you, 9 feet tall, towering above you. 9 feet would be over that sort of thing.
I start getting vertigo because I can't even.
Far out, there's like 3 times the size.
And he looks down and says, I think we've met before.
I don't think we've technically met, but I think you have a lot to do with why I even exist.
They're right. What's your name?
Interesting.
Interesting?
Yeah, I made a response to you asking your name.
Yeah.
Do I tell the truth? I'm just going to give you my surname. Boo.
I'm going to give you my surname. Boo!
I forgot that your surname was so short, and I was like, is that it?
It's spelled B-U-T-T-E. Her name is Booble Boo or Bubble Butt, if you want to spell it out. Boo. What an interesting name. I have a feeling I know where you're from.
Yes, I think you might. I had a weird dream the other night.
Yeah? I love dreams. Tell me all about it. Why don't we get more comfortable? Come on in. And he gestures over towards one of the huts that's nearby, one of the wood elven chalets that's been fortified by non-burnable materials so that he can actually inhabit it without it burning down. He flies in through this huge open doorway and takes you inside if you wish to follow.
Amon, did you know that tomorrow is barbecue day?
Barbecue?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
What
it's
is
been
that?
6 days.
It's been, tomorrow's barbecue day.
What is
I mean,
barbecue?
they taught me about it. It's like when you can actually barbecue people and it's allowed.
Oh, that's not a... No, I'm not going to allow you to barbecue people.
It's only in some parts.
We don't... Like, you can barbecue the ones that attack us.
Yeah?
That's always been the case.
Yeah. Have you got any, like, lying around?
Well, I mean, I can send the scouts out, see if there's any more grung around.
Barbecue the frog.
Looks like frog's back on the menu, boy.
You walk inside, you see that it's largely stonework furniture in here so that he doesn't burn it when he sits on them. And he gestures to take a seat. He's being very laid back, very relaxed himself in his attitude. Do you sit down?
I don't. I'm just uncomfortable. I feel a bit. I genuinely feel nauseous because I'm overwhelmed by info in my head that I'm not sure how to digest. So I'm just going to stand so I can leave if I need.
Okay. You stay standing.
Noticing Buble is like uncomfortable, I'm gonna stand next to the door, arms crossed, like a cool rogue.
Are you in your tiny or you're small?
I'm small at the moment.
Small.
I'm not
So you've
tiny.
gone your wait. What?
I'm 5 foot at the moment.
Yeah, the big. Yeah, the big one.
The big one.
The and it's not 5 foot. It's like 3 foot.
Oh, I'm 3 foot.
It's just
he
you take
really
up a
is
5
3
foot
times the
square.
size of me.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you've
Intimidatingly glaring at him.
glaring at him like a little hobbit by the door.
Oh. Hello there, little lady. Almost didn't even see you there.
I'm watching you. Always watching.
How about the others?
I'm looking at all the valuables. Not obviously, but I'm like, I need some money real quick.
You see that there's a lot of wealth displayed here, lots of gemstones, and also make an investigation check.
17 plus 3.
2020.
You see that there are a few things adorning the area as like, what do they call them, like centerpieces of his displays. Like things are not just like haphazardly thrown around, things have been quite nicely displayed. And it's all focusing inwards towards this sort of crystal structure that seems like a blackened smoke kind of structure. Looks almost like charred wood that's been polished down into like a glassy state.
Interesting.
What are you doing?
I can see that Buble is uncomfortable and I'm suspicious of Amon, and so I go and stand next to Sneaky and also look intimidating.
Also
yeah.
intimidating.
On the other side, we're both on the, we're like bouncers.
Let's have both of you make an intimidation check, see if you see how intimidating you are standing.
Oh dear.
Or 11.
You can make it a strength-based intimidation if that's more useful.
Plus 6, 17.
17.
Strength.
I'm pretty
If you
scary
want, if
fairy.
your strength is higher than your charisma.
4 plus 6 is 10.
10. So a 10 and a
And 17.
17. So you are being more intimidating than the Minotaur, who is looking intimidating and then just scritching Hanky on the head.
Getting out sugar
Hanky's
cubes.
just put the head through the door. And just kind of like, what's going on in here, guys?
Scratch. What are you taking a seat?
I'm making myself feel right at home. I've already gone into the kitchen and I'm already
Nice.
making like you know
Nice.
cups of
Yeah.
hot chocolate and stuff
Awesome.
like that. And I'll bring them out and then just start like handing them. And I'll hand one to Amon and everything like that.
So, what brings you to my place of business?
I don't know, to be honest. We're just following her.
Well,
We want to study Ember Shards.
we had a few questions about your dealings in the Ewelin Forest, really.
Yeah,
You were clearing a path and you were transporting something through the forest.
that's right.
They wouldn't happen to be. I look around and I'm like, should we say the word out loud?
Yeah.
They wouldn't happen to be Ember Shards, would they?
That's right. Yeah, you're in the trade for Ember Shards.
We could be, yeah. We could be.
Interesting.
Who else would be in the trade if we were to have a direct competitor? We're just looking to see who else is in the trade for Ember Shards.
There's a few people by. They're pretty powerful conduits to magic.
What are their names?
The names of my other purchases,
Yes.
my other clients.
Certainly.
I mean, that's client privilege.
Well,
sure.
there's a
From one
version-
southern gentleman to another.
There it
We'll
is.
keep it just between us.
I'm sure you would, as I will too.
Oh.
Hey, Amon, you got any jam for this toast I'm making?
Oh yeah, I think there's some in the bag.
Oh, okay, thanks.
If you're down there, do you think you can find a locked door?
What is your business?
We're still figuring out the general structure and the way we'll export things and, you know, the processes by which we should just start doing business. Right?
The synergy.
The PSIs
And the stock market.
Salesforce.
And
Make a
marketing.
deception check.
Oh my god.
We're trying to find Bone Crusher, right?
Yeah.
Bone caller.
Bone caller.
Bone Cooler.
Can I like help?
9. He goes,
Look.
Right, business things.
Yeah, well, look, to be honest, I didn't get an MBA and I'm just starting out, so I'm trying my best.
And what's your what sort of interest have you got in this Ember Shards? How many are you looking for?
An army's worth?
An army. That's an interesting unit of measurement.
Yeah.
You're raising an army, are you?
Thinking about.
All
Can
right.
I like
well,
perceive something about him to maybe know what's a good way to lead?
make an insight check.
Oh,
Oh. Okay.
Hey, Amon, you got any cheese?
17.
Cheese
overall.
don't tend to keep too well around fiery parts.
You got melted cheese?
Oh yeah, we got melted cheese.
Ah, nice.
I mean, that is the last of it though, since you killed the cows.
Yeah, but I mean, they wouldn't stop mooing at me.
Yep.
Like, that's rude.
And that's why we had char grilled steak for a while, but that's
And
in
you're
lieu of
welcome.
and that's in lieu of the cheese. So make it last.
I will.
We're
What'd you
bone
get?
callers, I
Insight check?
think. Because we want to kill
What did you get your insight check?
Oh, sorry, 17.
17. And your intent was trying to find a way forward. Like, how does this guy?
Yeah, you
so
know
you gather
how,
with
like...
a 17 that he's quite forthcoming with his business.
Oh, okay. Okay.
What else? What did you
You
want?
could have also spoken to me on the way like over to maybe get
Yeah.
any like intel on.
On bone caller, do you know anything about bone caller? Retcon.
You never heard about bone collar?
I don't know nothing about no bone collars.
Okay.
What?
So yeah, with the 17, you get the he's pretty open and he's got a quite relaxed state about him. He's not intimidated by you guys, and so he's not just going to give away the names of who he sells to or anything.
We're looking to raise an army. We're thinking
Alright.
about getting into the business of undead armies.
And how's the Ember Shards going to help you with that? I suppose that's not my business.
So, I'm going to try something.
Try.
I want to try, I guess I'll tell you before I roll in case the roll sucks.
Sure.
Just like bringing out spirit stuff so you can see I'm necromancy related.
Okay.
And be like, I'm a big fan of bone caller.
Where is Dahlia around right now?
I don't know if Dahlia would be into it and to help
Where
me.
is she?
Um,
Where's the corpse? Is it with you?
She was outside, but I'll bring her in.
You bring her in. So you bring in. So you're standing by the door, trying to look intimidating.
Yeah.
you bring Dahlia in. She comes floating in beside you. You start to tap into your Phantom Rogue abilities and start to just kind of bring out a little bit more of a necromantic aura to yourself. Start to call on any spirits of anything around here. As soon as you start to tap into that, you feel there is like an overwhelming sense of creatures with unfinished business in this area. Like there was a great massacre that happened here a long time ago, and there are a lot of unrested spirits that in this area that you could tap into.
Okay.
But you bring that stuff out, and you say, "I'm a big fan of Bonecaller," and what else?
Yeah.
Anything else?
I'm a big fan of Bonecaller, and I'd like to know if you know where he is.
Oh, I see. So you're in competition with him? You're raising an army for him?
We were hoping to ask him about his business model.
I see.
While these guys are talking, can I very slyly cast Detect Thoughts spell while
You
this
can
conversation's
certainly try to
happening?
do it slyly. What are the
Can
components
I help by
of?
distracting?
You can. What's the components of Detect Thoughts? I believe it's a copper piece because it's a penny for your thoughts.
Yeah, it's a copper piece.
Copper piece, vocal somatic.
Yeah, I don't know what
Does it say VSM?
Yeah, no. Yes, it does.
VSM, which means there's a vocal component, so you have to speak a magic word,
Incantation.
and it has to be spoken at a volume that could be heard, because it's about you manipulating the weave with your magic words. So you have to speak it, you have to do a hand movement, and then you also have to use a magic, a copper piece of some kind as well. So it's going to be difficult, but possible to do so.
I'll give you the help
quietly.
action by coming in and being like, "Hey, you got any like meats?"
How hungry are you, Nixie? Jeez.
I'm really hungry. We went like 3 days without food.
Well, I mean, you know where the pantry is.
Yeah, I know where the pantry
you
is,
can help
but
yourself,
I want you
as
to
always.
tell me what's in there. So
Honey,
I
we're
don't
in the
just
middle of
grab-
we're in the middle of a thing here.
Yeah?
I will have you. I'll have you make a sleight of hand check, please, and you have advantage.
Like prosciutto or salami.
Oh no!
You have advantage.
Yeah, I have advantage.
Oh, do it again on the hero point.
Oh,
I'm going to use my hero point.
okay.
Yeah,
Give me the hero point.
Nice.
Thank you. You, with your hero point, manage to it almost screws it up because you're casting it, and then you say a magic word, and then you manage to cough and make it look like you weren't casting magic. You have successfully cast Detect Thoughts.
Great.
So that you
my,
can,
my magic word is prosciutto.
that is now canon for the magic word to cast Detect Thoughts. Anytime you cast Detect Thoughts, you have to say prosciutto.
Yeah, it's Italian for I don't know what your thoughts are.
Okay, so your immediately your brain seems to open up. The language center of your brain seems to connect to other people's language centers of their brains, and you start to hear these thoughts just as a cacophony around you until a moment later, just a couple of seconds later, your brain kind of dies them all down, and you can now focus in on one person at a time. So I'm assuming you're focusing in on Amon.
Yes.
2 + 2 is 4. 2 + 2 is 4. 2, 1, 2, 4. This genie is quite majestic. Is that my daddy? Kind of attracted to him? No, don't say that. That's weird.
Guys, we have our own D&D minis finally available at vldl.shop. Check them out. We have the color printed ones or the not painted yet ones. So check them out, vldl.shop. Links in the description. All right.
All right. Let me just double check to see if a fire genie has any resistance to that.
Once I've come in and asked about the meat, when I'm walking out, I'll give you a little wink as a friends.
Ah.
Because we're friends. All right.
Okay, I'm cast, and I do a slot.
Innate spellcasting.
Oh, it's done it automatically.
No, he doesn't have any immunities to that or anything. So yes, it works. It goes through. You start to hear his surface thoughts. As this spell works, you can detect his surface thoughts at any point and try and manipulate him through questioning to think about certain things that he's not going to say out loud. But if you ever want to dive deeper into his sort of more subconscious or subliminal or the reasoning behind certain things, then you can do so. But then he becomes aware that you're poking around in his mind, and he gets to make a save against it.
Okay, so I asked, do you know where Bonecaller is? Surface thoughts? Yep.
Surface thoughts is so what you get is that he does not. He thinks, do I know where Bonecaller is? I don't think. And then like this image comes to mind of Calzette. He thinks of Calzette and a boat. Two boats passing on a river, stopping beside one another, and then passing over like big crates of stuff, and Calzette is on the other side. And then he thinks, I don't think, and then on fast forward, his mind goes through like various conversations that he's had with Calzette over the months, and he thinks, I don't think he ever told me where Bonecaller actually is. And then he says, and if I do, what's it to you? This is my business. I'm not going to give away people who I work with. Are you actually in the business for Ember Shards?
Yes,
or?
we are.
Yes.
All right, then let's talk money.
Okay.
How much you got and how much you're willing to spend on Ember Shards?
Well, you drop a price first and we'll see if we're in the ballpark, won't we?
Yeah. Can we surface
Boy, no matter what I'm doing.
Can we surface level like, well, how much is it usually? And then can you?
Sure.
Okay.
As a surface thought, you hear 8 platinum a gross in his head as he's getting the
Jesus.
8 platinum a gross with the price that he sells to Calzette for, and then he says, I usually sell for 10 platinum a gross.
Okay. What is a gross?
A gross is actually what's your intelligence score?
It is +0, 10, just average.
Make an intelligence check.
15.
15. Yeah, you've heard of gross before. It's another word for a dozen, so 144.
Oh, okay.
Well, before we commit to this, tell us more about what these Ember Shards can do, how they work.
Yeah,
we have
why-
seen them, but
Why would we want your Ember
Let
Shards?
me give you a demonstration. And he gets up puts his hot chocolate down. He goes, let's say that this is both a demonstration and proof of your commitment. And he walks outside and he whistles. And then he speaks in Ignan, which is the language of the fire primordials, essentially. Do you speak primordial? Do you speak Ignan?
No.
No.
I speak
You speak primordial and you speak primordial.
Okay.
So primordial is kind of it's broken down into four different dialects of the 4 different elements. So if you speak primordial, you speak all of them, and you're able to realize that what he's saying is, we got a challenge. Everybody round him up, bring him in. And he sets out into the forest, and people stop working and start putting down their tools and things, and they start walking towards the center. A few of the fire elementals and the Misfits and things start to flitter around and disappear out to go and grab certain stuff.
When he's thinking about this challenge, are there any images or explanation of what that means going through his head?
Given that he is so familiar with how it works, he doesn't have to. He doesn't bring it to mind to think about what he's doing. It's just like a second nature thing at this point.
Have I seen this before? Have I seen this?
You have seen something of a similar nature. Basically, it's like when you have a bunch of burly guys who are used to fighting arenas, and you free them from that life and then put them to work. Sometimes they want to let off a little steam with getting back to certain things. So
I hope you guys have healing spells.
big ass fighting arena essentially.
None
is
of
about
us
to
are healers.
come out.
None of us.
Oh, dang.
So as you step out into the arena, he steps off to the side, and you start to see as the various different
So cute.
the various
They did
different
such a
burly
good
folk.
job.
I
We
don't
look
have a
like
Pegasus.
cousins.
I don't have a Pegasus, but I do have a unicorn to represent Hanky. Hanky comes trotting in.
Oh no, he died.
We've got a dwarf. We've got a fella there, a burly guy there, big old burly guy here, and then I didn't have enough actual like fire elemental people, so I brought these things in case they worked instead.
So,
Cool.
give Rob fire elementals.
I need fire elementals. Yeah, send them to my PO box.
elemental
All right.
minis.
And as he sets them up, these guys all start to arrive, weapons in hand, and they go, "Weapons, boss." And he goes, "I mean, up to you guys.
Pardon me?
Weapons or unarmed? What's your preference?"
I mean, I have
Real-
a weapon.
Real warriors fight without weapons.
If you're fighting without weapons, you're fighting without spells.
Oh, well, no.
No, we can keep the weapon.
Then weapon it up! And they all draw swords out, they draw weapons out. A couple of them start to. Can you lie?
Yeah.
You can
What's that?
certainly.
Okay, no
You
weapons.
can certainly try, and then as soon as you draw a weapon, they
Okay,
you up.
are they going to non-lethally hurt us, or are they going to try and kill us? Do we know? Oh, bloody
Why
hell.
are we suddenly in a fight?
You know what you've been
Where'd this
told.
come from?
You know what you've been told.
We were having.
Oh, right. Well, hey, look. So we asked for a demonstration of the Ember Shards.
Oh no,
And
not
I feel
this
like
again.
this is probably a demonstration of the Ember Shards.
Correct.
And as you're saying this, he pulls out from a pouch by his waist, like a small sack about this size, and he goes, "Which you use which you use spells? You've already got some. Have you used them all up? God damn it, Nixie, of course you have."
I have like the necklace of like fireballs, but it's actually like those shards, and they've used up every single
one of
shard.
them.
Can you redo this?
He tips out a handful of them. Let's see how many he's going to give you.
Yes, please.
He gives you 9 of the Ember Shards.
Oh
throws
my
them your way.
god! Does that mean I get all my charges back?
You do get all the charges back, yes.
Yes.
Who else put their hand up to spells? You got spells. You tip
I
some
do, but
out.
we
Let's
haven't
see how
seen
many
them
you got.
We actually
Uh,
haven't. I'm
yeah.
so excited.
Throws 7 Ember Shards to you.
Thanks,
Like,
Amon.
I've got
You're
pure
the
words,
best.
which is a spell.
That is a spell. He throws you 6.
I'll take those.
Thank you, Amon. You're the best.
You're all spellcast. Throws you 5. It keeps getting worse. I'm rolling 2d6 every time. It keeps getting worse and worse.
I have lots, I think.
Yes, you do.
Yes, I do.
Ooh.
I feel violated.
Throws you 7.
Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. Today we have a really exciting video for you guys.
So today we're showing you our Ember Shard haul.
Ember Shard Hall.
Ember Shard haul.
Let me just, is the focus on that?
You see that?
Is the focus all good?
Is it on focus? If I put my hand.
Now, as you can see and hear, some good ASMR there.
Yeah.
You can use my code Horatio20 for a 20% discount at the checkout. And it looks good enough to eat. In fact, I'm gonna swallow it right now.
Oh my god. No way.
Oh, what's his name? Amon.
Amon.
Who was that
I
other
think
gross
Amon's
guy?
got like quite a nice voice.
Oh,
Who was that really gross guy?
think Amon's got
You know
quite a
who I
nice
mean?
yeah.
Who was the gross guy?
Trakel.
My dad.
Wait.
Trakel was my dad.
Oh, that gross guy. I thought you were talking about the tiefling
Daddy.
guy.
Yeah.
Do any of you guys use a quiver?
Yes.
Arrows?
I probably do.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna touch yours, and now all of your arrows are on fire, as long as that you pull them from that quiver.
Awesome.
So that was so that's flame arrows.
Perfect. Thank you.
So that works for 1 hour, as long as I've got concentration.
Okay. Cool.
All right. As you're all thrown various Ember Shards as a demonstration from his perspective, I need you all to roll initiative as we go into a fight with some burly guys.
9.
19.
Net 20.
Nice. 9.
So that's
19
22
over
for
here.
initiative.
22 for you.
17 plus 4, 21.
21 for you.
I'm 19.
19.
18.
18. Cool.
Oh, that's still
Can
a lot.
I, as we're gearing up for this big battle, I'm going to cast a motivational speech to my friends. Can I do that or not yet?
What's the casting time on it?
1 minute? Is that how long it takes?
That's how long it takes to cast. So you'd have to speak for a minute for this to work, and that's you can start it, but you'd be still casting it by the time other people kick off this fight, because people are raring to go and they're drawing weapons already and moving in.
Should I do it?
So if you can start casting it, keep keep away from people while you're casting it, motivationally speaking, and avoiding people and.
Yeah. Can I do? Well.
You gonna start it?
I don't know. What's the right thing to do?
It's your choice. It's a role-playing game. What do you feel?
We support you no
Could be
matter
funny.
You like
Yeah.
role-playing?
Okay. I'll do anything if it's funny.
All right.
Okay. Okay. So I start.
Okay. Roll me a d10.
Is that one?
Yep.
You got it.
6.
6. So you are 6 rounds into a 10-round casting of this thing. Each round is 6 seconds, so you've got 4 more rounds to cast.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Okay.
You're all amazing. Do the punching and the swords and the stabbing. Oh, good one. Nice one. Arrow, you're so good. Sneaky, you are so sneaky. Arrow, terrifying. You're really scary. Whoa!
So you've started motivationally speaking. We'll get back to that in a second. You were going to ask me something?
So I was going to ask if I can get Dahlia's corpse in on this,
Yes.
and if I can give her some of the Ember Shards.
You can. I will tell you that she will be abiding by pet rules at that point, essentially. How I do this is that if you have a pet in my games, that pet is immune to damage. I'm not going to ever attack your dog just for being... Like, if you've got, like, a little mouse that lives in your pocket, it's immune to all damage. The first time you ever use that mouse for mechanical benefit to you, if you get that mouse to take the help action, or if you get that mouse to bite somebody or something, now that's a valid target. You've chosen to include it as part of the fight. Dahlia was, up till now, essentially abiding by those rules. I wasn't going to just destroy her corpse as an asshole to you. If you get her involved in the fight, she is fair game, and I will potentially target her with...
Okay, thank you for telling me that. I'm going to move her away.
You're going to move her to safety.
Yeah,
cool.
Keep her safe.
Because otherwise, yes, she could be destroyed in the fight.
Yeah.
Okay, so you just get her to step aside. The last thing before we get in, Nixie, you got a nat 20 on your initiative.
Yes.
How I do that in my games is that you can actually choose where in the initiative order to go, because sometimes it's actually beneficial to go later. It's up to you. You're currently top of the round, but you can choose to delay if you want.
Okay. You know what? Yeah, let's just start off big.
Okay, you're up first.
Yeah, I'll go first.
Nice.
You're up first. You're surrounded in this kind of a fashion. There's trees around you. I'm going to say
cool,
there's a...
You know what the challenge is too, right? Nixie does?
Yeah, Nixie's
so we
been
can follow
involved
the
in one of these before.
Okay, cool.
Couple of the guys that are joining with swords, they're like, oh, is Nixie involved? They're like, nope. They sheath their swords and back the away. A couple of the fire elementals, though, they'll start to streak in and get involved, because they're like, oh, Nixie, she can't hurt us.
Okay, so that's 5 feet. All right, it's 20 feet in a. Yeah. Okay. Fireball. Yeah. Fireball.
So I was smart enough to bring my fireball rings today, knowing who was going to be playing with us. So you can get Hanky Panky in these three. You can just about get Hanky Panky in all of those guys.
Is Hanky Panky fighting?
He's not outside.
I'm saying you can get them. You could get all of you guys. What do you?
Please.
I'm probably going for the guys right in front of us. So
these ones here?
Yeah, those ones
Nice.
there.
Right on.
Yeah.
Nice.
Fireball.
What does it look like? Does it conjure in your hand and you throw it, or does it conjure at the point you want it? What is...
I think just to be like conservative, she might just like use one of the things on her necklace, and then it's just like fireball, and then chucks it in
all right.
there.
If you're using one of the Ember Shards,
Ooh.
Oh, here we go.
you are using it on an evocation spell.
Yes.
Which means you get to make a choice. Either you can, there's three choices. You can increase the range of it, you can increase the radius of it, or you can increase the damage of it.
Ooh.
Ember Shards are conduits to spells, and they can increase the power of your spells somewhat.
Let's just say that I increase that. And also, I do just want to double check with you, just because I did use the necklace. It allows me to cast it at an 8th level.
The necklace, is it a necklace of fireballs?
Yes, it is a necklace of fireballs.
Yeah, so it's an 8th level if you use all of the charges, essentially.
At
So
once.
each charge is a level of the spell, and you can use all of them at once to
Yeah, you know what? I'll just increase the damage then.
All right, so just one of them. So
Yeah.
base level, so level 3.
I got
by using
8 more where that came from.
By using an Ember Shard, you cast it at level 3 essentially, but it upcasts to a level 4. So that is going to be 9d6 fire damage.
9d6. Get it. Okay. I'm going to have to just roll this 9 times.
I'll hand over some d6s if you want. It's going to speed things up. Hand over the d6s. D6s help out. Thank you.
Thank you. Give me your children. There we go.
Ooh, net 20 for one of them.
That's 5.
That's 5. Do you have...
I got some d6s for you.
So I need 9d6, so I just need 4 more.
4 more.
All right, I'm gonna need some math help with this. Okay, we got 1, 1. Oh no, not math. 3, 5.
Try and make 10s.
9, 10, 18, 20. 20 points of damage to each of them. I rolled a lot of ones.
There's a lot way below average.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah,
4
damn.
ones.
20 points of damage. As
each of them.
Yeah, the ones that make their saves. Amon sees it coming out and he goes, "Looks pretty weak, Nixie."
Yeah,
you're a little under the weather.
She's hungry.
This one got a net 20. This one got a 9. This one got a nope. That's a D12. That's why I rolled a 9. That seems like a low roll. Let's roll again. 20, 19, and 14.
Double checking. Sorry, are they making saving throws currently?
Yeah, dexterity saving throws.
And one of them, one of them rolled a 20.
Yeah.
I'm going to heighten spell on that and give them disadvantage.
Mark off the sorcery points.
Will do.
Disadvantage takes him from a 20 to an 8, so that's going to fail. What's your DC?
My DC is 16.
16, so the 14 fails as well. Yes. So only this one succeeds and takes only half damage. He takes 10 points, the others take 20 each. They dive down. They're blasted back by the explosion. God damn it, Nixie! They're all blasted back. This guy kind of just tanks it. He's ready for it. He's used to Nixie's shenanigans. These 3 are all considered wounded. They're not dead yet, but they are wounded. They're less than half their health.
Wow! She is so good at that! She is
Wowee! Oh, look how much they're burning! They weren't expecting that now, were they?
Should we, recruit her? I think we could do with her too. Absolutely. She is an amazing fighter.
Doesn't this get you a little emotional?
Actually, they took out more than half
Amazing
their
to
health.
watch someone play this game who really knows how to play it. I am just incredible. I mean, can I do something with my horns?
Honestly, that's the most fun though, is just like, I've got all of these spells that I really thought about when I was selecting them. But also, can I just charge at them?
Yeah.
Can I do something shenanigan-y?
They were taken from full to half on a single attack, which triggers massive damage in my games. Their system goes into shock. 2 of them managed to succeed their con save and don't go into any further state, but this guy failed his con save, so he's also considered stunned until the end of his next
So
turn.
the one who rolled the best has done the worst.
Yeah, because of the heightened spell.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right. That is your fireball, and you used it from an item, meaning that you didn't use a spell slot, so no wild surge. Is there anything movement or bonus?
I did do, just to be honest, I did cast fire arrows on her
You did.
quiver.
Wild
Would you
surge,
like
please.
me to?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wild surges are always a yes.
I just want to be honest. Oh no, it's an 8. It's an 8. I thought it was a 2 because the light.
Trigger goes up to a 2. Do you want to
So it
move
goes
or
up to a
bonus
3
action?
now, right?
Up to a 3 now, yes.
Yeah. What would I like to do? Bonus actions. No, I think what I might just do is I might just run around. Is Amon fighting us as well?
You don't know yet. He hasn't taken any hostile actions, but he's just kind of watching at this point. He might get involved when it comes to bad guys' turn.
Okay, I might actually just kind of get a bit closer to him and then just be like, kind of useful, right? You should keep me around.
He's smiling. He seems to enjoy having you around. That is your turn then. After your turn, so when I've got multiple minion-y type things, I like to do kind of legendary action-y kind of thing. Just move one of them at a time, because then it's not you're not just going through all of your turns and then watching me play with myself for 30 minutes.
Sorry, Rob. I'm sure there's an audience
Head over
for
to
that.
Only OnlyFans/Robert Hartley GM.
If you want to see Robert playing with himself.
For 30 minutes.
I have a Twitch stream where it is just me playing with the audience, so it is only me playing D&D on screen for the whole time, just playing with the audience the whole time. Who am I going to go with? I'm going to go with the guy that's he's stunned, so I'll go with this guy over here, kind of gets to his feet and crawls, puts himself out, charges forwards, is going to take a slash at you.
I'm traumatized already. I do not need this right now.
Yep. You're going to be more traumatized. What's your armor class? That's a 13.
That's really not good. It's 11.
Yeah, 13 on the dice plus his modifier is going to hit then. And he's dealing with a, we'll go with
What a
D8.
dice.
So rude.
That is going to be 10 points of slashing damage.
Is he my dad? Is he my granddad? Like who? I'm so confused. Is Genie? How do I know him?
Boy,
Is
pay
he related to
attention.
me? Why me?
Took a strike at you. That was that bad guy. Then it's Sneaky.
Yes. So,
And if you use your arrows, you get 1d6
yeah, possibly like
for
fire damage.
which might not be useful against the fire element.
So Sneaky's real interested in those Ember Shards.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna cast Dissonant Whispers.
Ooh, nice. This is an enchantment spell, I believe. So, under an enchantment spell, you have 2 options. You can either increase the range that you can cast it at, or you can increase the targets. So, it is currently only a 1-target creature.
Yeah.
You can essentially use it as a 2-target creature.
Ooh.
I'm gonna do that, I think.
All right. So you cast Dissonant Whispers through one of the Ember Shards. Casting through one of the Ember Shards uses the Ember Shard, by the way. Hence why you've got a few of them.
Description of Dissonant Whispers.
Dissonant Whispers is a.
So it's a discordant melody that only one creature of your choice within range can hear, racking it with terrible pain. The target must make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, it takes 3d6 psychic damage and must immediately use its reaction, if available, to move as far as its speed allows away from you.
Cool.
Whisper
So you
into its
force it
mind
to-
with. And they go, and they
Speak
take
in
psychic damage and
tongues.
run away.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Who
They
you
can't go
targeting?
into dangerous ground.
Yeah.
So
But yeah.
the wounded ones, yes?
Yep.
Those
Wounded
two?
guy's on the ground. He's stunned. He's getting to his feet slowly. This guy got to his feet as well and is also wounded.
And he's going for.
He just attacked Buble.
Okay, I'm gonna go for him.
Cool.
And the stunned one.
Cool.
Oh
If you
wait,
want.
will that do more damage, or like does that affect the?
Stunned won't affect the damage of a Dissonant Whispers.
Okay, then I'll get the other guy because.
Yeah, the other guy. All right. They have to make.
Get them while it's down.
Yeah.
They have to make wisdom saves, correct?
Yes.
All right. Let me grab the bloody tokens to remind us who is bloodied, who is not, who is wounded. And I think I've got another nice one. Just use this one. An old bottle cap. All right. You need to. They make to make wisdom saving throws. So the one on Buble gets a 16 and succeeds. So does he take half damage on a success? On a failed save, takes damage. On a successful takes half damage and doesn't have to move away.
Cool.
So he doesn't have to move, but he's going to take half damage. So roll that 3d6. The other guy got a 14 plus his wisdom, which will be enough. Actually, might not be thinking about it. What are they? Might be a negative wisdom.
Oh, can I describe what I do with the whispers?
You can give me 1 second to see if he fails it or not first. He does not. He succeeds and succeeds, so they'll both take half damage. So knowing that, you can describe it. What does it look like?
Oh.
2 1s and a 6. So 4 points of damage.
4 points of damage.
4
But
points
it's just,
of damage.
It
At least
looks
that's
really
something.
cool though.
It's still better than 0 points.
Yeah.
So 24 damage. They look. What does it look like?
So I'm gonna grab one of the Ember Shards. I'm gonna look at it, and I'm gonna start whispering into it.
Okay.
Like random tongues.
Okay.
Gives the snake talk in Harry Potter.
Parcel tongue,
Yeah, parcel tongue. And I'm gonna crush it.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
And as you crush it, there's this this wisp of necrotic energy that leaves the shard and separates out into 2. Wicks its way across the battlefield and hits them right in the eye, and then they kind of just push through it and stay where they are.
Okay.
That was your turn. You've got bonus and movement.
I will move to hide behind something.
There's a few trees back here. The big sort of tree of life is like down the end there, like the big thing. But the rest of the forest line is back here.
Hide behind a tree that still leaves me within range to use my bow.
All right, so you fly over here with your movement and try and use the hide action. Make a stealth check. You're going to be hidden from a couple of people over here maybe, but a couple of people over here will be able to see you still.
Okay, oops. 12 plus 10, 22.
22. So anyone over this side does not know where you are, but anyone over here can still see you.
Okay.
Where'd you go?
All right, that is you. We're going to jump into this one. Is going to flit in from here Let's see, what are they going to do? They're going to, this is like a little, let's say it's one of the salamanders. They slither in from here, they get to the center here, and they do like a firestorm kind of around themselves, not the actual spell firestorm, they're not at that high level. But they just kind of spin around, and I need all 4 of you, oh shit, one of the bad guys as well, fire elemental, doesn't care. Make dexterity saving throws. Dave. 7, fail.
18.
Success.
8.
8 is a fail, and the bad guy also an 8 fails as well. Those who failed got a 6 points of fire damage.
Are they hit points?
Yeah, 6 hit points. And 3 points if you succeeded. So you succeeded, you take 3 hit points of... Oh, actually, you succeeded and you're resistant to fire, so the 3 gets halved, rounded up to 2. You take 2 points of fire damage.
2 points of damage, okay.
2 points of fire damage and 6 to the rest of you, including this guy who goes down. And he is unconscious. He's potentially dead, but more likely just unconscious. All right. That is Fiery Guy, and then it is Booble Boo.
Okay, I want to do Scorching Ray.
Wow! Let the fire out.
Yeah, I'm on fire, I'm angry, I'm scared.
All the feels.
I like you so much better now.
We can be friends
You've been
now.
like water for like so long, and it's been like, ugh.
You've converted me a little bit, yeah. So I'm going to cast Scorching Ray, and I'm going to go for, I can do 3, right?
You can, yes, 3 targets.
I think I'll try obviously get these. I want to get this.
That guy's gone down unconscious with the fire. I'll take him off the battlefield.
Well, I want to get this little.
You have a feeling that a fire elemental is probably not going to succumb to Scorching Ray because it's fire damage.
So this, I'm going to go for this guy, and can I reach this guy?
You can reach that guy.
Cool.
Who does not have any weapons.
Nice.
But he does seem to have walked forwards into the arena, like he's ready to fight.
Being like, oh, okay.
He seems like he's ready to fight, hasn't drawn any weapons.
Okay. Is that a bit mean then? Nah. I'm traumatized. I'm going for everyone.
Yeah,
Scorching Ray, this one, and who else?
Can I reach that one or not? Oh wait, that's fine. Never mind.
You can hit this guy on the ground, this guy on the ground.
Oh yeah.
This one
I'll
over
hit
here.
one of them.
This one here?
Yeah, maybe that one. Yeah.
So these 3, Scorching Ray. Everybody make a perception check, please. Phoenix, you have disadvantage.
All right.
Perception check as well.
Yes, actually, you can as well.
All right.
I have a -1 to perception.
18?
18.
I have
5.
2 plus 7, 9.
Cool.
18.
Oh, cool. Describe the Scorching Ray for me. How does it bubble up from within?
Yeah, it
come
just
from your
comes
hands?
from within, and then I puff my chest out, and then my arms just go. That comes out through my fingers.
So you see, she's not in her watery form anymore because you haven't banged the gong in a while. This is just a regular your ability, right? This is not from the gong.
Yeah, this is just normal. Yeah.
You can just do Scorching Ray.
Yeah.
So you see this kind of glow to the chest, and it seems to spread out like a heat from within. Seems to glow across the tops of the shoulders. The generally moist, damp kind of nature of this water elemental you've gotten used to. You start to see some of the steam coming off of the shoulders and down the arms as this heat just radiates down and out the skin. The 2 of you, with an 18 perception, see a very similar thing happening in Amon, over in the corner. You see, like in a similar thing, like this heat is coming across the shoulders and down the arms as he's watching very intently.
Daddy?
And then whoosh, these 3 spiraling bolts of fire go out and streak at these ones. I think it's 3 attack rolls that you have to roll.
Oh, yeah.
So roll this one for this one first.
Yeah.
12 plus a modifier. Okay, 18. So 18 will hit, and then roll this one next.
Okay.
3 plus 6 will
9,
miss,
yeah.
and then this one you roll with disadvantage because he's prone, so it's harder for you to hit.
So 11.
11 or 6. 6 plus 6 is 12. 12 won't be enough to hit. So these 2 will miss. This one will hit. So you roll damage of Scorching Ray, which is, I think, 2d6.
So I roll
Can I
this
do my next one?
twice,
I wanna
right?
Roll that one twice. 6, nice, and then another
1.
1. Nice, average. 7 points of fire damage to this one.
Whoosh. Here comes Scorching Ray. Got all 3 of ya. Woo!
Ooh, look at me go. Bublé's back, baby.
Oi.
Suck on there.
Stop gloating.
Oh, why?
That is your action. You've got a movement and bonus.
I might move away from this.
This fire salamander.
Maybe this just backwards, I think.
All right.
Oh, will that trigger?
It's not within 5 feet. It did like a storm thing from a distance. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, about there.
Yeah.
All right. Anything as a bonus action? I don't know that there's much you can do as a bonus.
Yeah, no, I think I'm all good. Thank
All
you.
right, let's go with... Maybe I'd do that guy now that he's been hit.
No. Maybe not.
Maybe he just dies.
Can you get you if
Spontaneous
he goes over there?
combustion.
Maybe he realizes
guy
violence
can.
isn't the answer.
True.
Yeah, this guy can. This guy will go next, and he will run 30 feet to here.
Uh-oh.
Get 1, 2, 3 of you in a nice line.
Is he casting a spell?
He is.
Do I have
Save
something
us.
I can do?
Thought he looked
Save us.
Save us.
Nixie, save us.
Can I, as a reaction,
Yes.
can I bend his luck?
It says you can subtract it from something, yes?
Yes. So when I see someone make an attack roll, I can use my reaction, spend 2 sorcery points to roll 1d4 and
Subtract it from an attack roll.
that, yes.
He's not making an attack roll with this spell.
Oh, okay, then never
It
mind.
is an area of effect spell, and it requires saving throws on their parts, not an attack roll on his part.
Okay, never mind.
As he runs forwards, you see this sort of. He looks like there's potentially some rock elemental in him. He's one of the creatures from the girded gauntlet fighting arena. He runs forwards, and as he moves his arms, you see this like lightning kind of crackling up across his chest, and then he puts his hand out and casts a lightning bolt in a 100-foot line, which is definitely going to get all 3 of you in it.
And the tree.
And the tree, no!
Not the
Which you can hear screaming in pain. No! I need the 3 of you to make a dexterity saving throw against the lightning bolt.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh
Dear. Bad.
Bad.
3.
10.
So a 3 will fail. What did you get?
10.
10. You're going to hero point it to dodge out of the way.
Over because I was
Yeah.
scared.
Oh yeah.
Whoosh! You managed to dodge out of the way of it. I'll say with the hero point, you managed to avoid all damage.
Hell yeah.
And you got
I got a 6.
a 6.
He's not looking good.
Not looking good at all. And
So far.
Your water.
And because this is a demonstration of how Ember Shards work, he is going to use an Ember Shard to empower this, essentially, and make it a higher level spell. So this is going to be 9d6, much like your fireball was earlier. He gets 30 points of damage to you. So you
Point,
failed.
baby, don't worry.
You failed, right? With
Yes.
whatever
On
it
me?
was. Yep, 30 points of lightning damage, 30 points of lightning
down?
damage
Oh,
to
I'm
you.
dead. Like, I'm minus 14 now. Like,
Well,
I'm...
thankfully, it doesn't go into negatives. It just goes to 0, and you are unconscious and dying. So you get blasted with a
What have I
bolt
done
of
to
lightning.
deserve this?
You get blasted with 30 points. You're still standing.
I've got, yeah.
All right. And with your hero point, you managed to avoid it. You didn't want to hero point that like Arrow did.
I would do it.
It's up to you. 3.
Yeah, okay.
2,
Yeah,
1.
Sorry, mate.
Keep him down, keep
So
him down.
heroically, you dive out of the way of this. You dive out of the way of this as well.
I'm back up again. Oh my gosh, that was so heroic. I'm a hero. I nearly died, and look at me. I'm back up again. I'm amazing. I'm flawless.
Oi, pay attention.
Horatio, you're up, and you are 6 rounds into a casting of the whatever spell you were casting, the motivational speech. So if you want to use your action to continue casting that, you can, and then you've got a bonus of movement.
Yes. So I will continue casting
Cool.
that.
That
So
goes
now
down
I'm
to
down
a
to 3.
3.
My,
Also, while you are casting a thing, anytime you take damage, you have to make a concentration check against actually being able to continue casting the spell.
Oh.
You're taking damage twice from the salamander
Yeah.
and from the lightning bolt. So I need 2 concentration checks, please.
I feel like this was actually a bad idea.
This one plus your Constitution saving throw.
Oh, this one?
Yep.
19.
19 plus stuff. You're fine
Nice.
from the salamander, and then the second one is Constitution save again from the lightning bolt.
5.
Plus your Constitution save.
3, 8.
8. Unfortunately, no. With that lightning blast through the chest, you focus so much on tanking the damage and preventing the ladies behind you, because you're such a gentleman, preventing them from taking damage, that unfortunately the spell does.
Inspiring in of itself.
It's pretty,
I love
pretty,
that. I love
it's
that.
pretty inspirational.
You're just
Look at this strong man.
I am.
He's like in the middle of his speech, and then tanks this like lightning bolt all by himself. It's like,
Let's be honest. When is Buble not wet?
That's point.
Well, now apparently because she's just steamed off. So.
All right. I'll say it's mini inspiration. Both of you get inspired 1 point, so you can add a 1 to your next roll because of the tanking damage.
Cool.
But you're no longer
sometimes?
concentrating.
Yeah.
You're no longer concentrating on this spell, so you can still do something else as your action now.
Okay. Can I see
Okay.
it too?
No, you're hidden.
Okay.
What are you doing as your
right.
action, Horatio?
Yes, I'm pivoting because casting my spell apparently. Okay, yeah, I am going to cast a spell, and I'm going to speak to the Tree of Life.
Okay. What is the range on Speak with Plants? I think it might just be self.
The range, yeah. What
Is
does
it range of self?
mean?
That's fine.
self.
I mean,
is
you
there a
cast it
tree
on yourself, and
nearby?
then it's like if it was a range of 100 feet, it says you have to be able to talk with 100 feet. If it's a range of self, it means you cast it on yourself, and then you can talk to any plants as far as your voice can carry. So I did say the Tree of Life is like right at the end of this mat here, which is like 30, 60, 90. It's about 200 feet away.
you
So
could
you're-
talk to maybe one of these trees and see if they're able to connect through the root system.
Or you can just yell and see if your voice carries 200 feet to the Tree of Life. It is a big tree, maybe it has big ears.
Do you have like ability, like maybe thaumaturgy, to maybe like amplify your voice?
I don't know what thaumaturgy means, so it's not.
Never mind.
But I love the suggestions. I think, I feel like he does have a big billowing.
You've got a big bellowing voice, Horatio.
Yeah,
You can shout. You can shout.
Okay, so I shout telepathically to the Tree of Life, and
Audibly, not telepathically. It
Oh,
gives you the
audibly.
chance to just audibly speak to the tree.
And I've also got my lute out for drama.
Sure.
And I yell out and I go, Tree of Life, please help us. We're struggling. I'm scared we're gonna die. And then I yell out and I say, we could do with some more life, some more hit points. Maybe give them to us. Is that how Tree of Life works?
Okay, I like it. I like the idea.
Love it.
So I will say I need a performance check, please.
Oh, that was so close!
I saw that.
It was 19. It was basically a 19.
It was basically, but it's not, is it? What is it? What is
9
that?
plus 8.
It's still pretty good. 17's still pretty good.
17's good.
Okay.
17 is. We'll have to see if it works. That's your action. Do you want to do anything with movement and bonus?
Yes. Okay. So this fire is actually, it's just a lizard.
It's a salamander. Yeah, it's a large anthropomorphic fire lizard essentially.
Yep. I'm going to charge and then I'm going to slash it with my quarterstaff.
Okay, you turn around, you take a big run up, and you hack at it. Except you've just used your action to do the thing with the tree, so you've only got
But
a
that's a
bonus
spell.
action.
Which is it?
You have one action, one bonus action, and one movement. You've used your main body of your turn. Your action was to try and get healing from the tree.
Right. Okay.
You've got a bonus action if there is something that specifies takes a bonus action to do.
So I've just run towards it, basically,
So you just
put
ran
myself in
up to it.
danger.
Oh, wait. I can't actually take this action because I already used one of my spell slots, so I think that's the end of my turn. I do apologize.
So your bonus actions are if you take the action to dash, you can then do the charger feat, your goring rush and things, and your hammering horns.
Yeah, I'll do.
Your bonus action is also the mantle of inspiration, which you haven't used today. So you could bonus action do the mantle of inspiration and do the commanding thing that you did with plants.
Whoops.
You could also do bardic inspiration as a bonus action.
How's your round? I'm gonna do my. I'm gonna.
We'll temporarily say you haven't charged.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I will charge, and I'll use my hammering horns.
All right. Well, you'd need to take the action to dash to do that, but I'll hand wave it. So, hammering horns, when you blah, 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 attack action, attempt to blah, blah, blah. No, not hammering horns, goring rush.
I love when Rob lets us cheat. It's so fun.
Goring Rush is what you're doing.
Yes.
Using your Goring Rush ability, roll a d20 plus 7.
20!
20, all right. So this is a brutal critical in my game, so I maxed out what you could have rolled, which is a d6 plus 4, so that's 10 already, and then you roll another d6 on top of it.
Ooh.
So 10
do you
plus
want
a
your
d6.
D6 back?
Thank you.
10 plus a d6 damage.
2.
All right. You slam in with 12 points of damage to the salamander. The salamander takes that damage and is pushed away from you a little bit, just by the sheer force of you running into them. You will also take a point of fire damage from melee attacking something that's on fire. It is not yet wounded, though. All right, that is. I think that was.
Not wounded.
That was you. It's not wounded. It's not half health.
Yeah.
All right, that is your turn done.
Yes.
Okay.
And then
Thank
Bloodied is like
Oh.
almost dead.
I've just remembered off the top of my head, and definitely didn't need somebody else to remind me, that when you cast a Warlock spell, that Scorching Ray, it should automatically be upcast to your Warlock level, which is a level 3 at your level.
So I just won the game. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
I just won the game. We're done.
Yeah, retroactively, this never happened.
You cast Scorching Ray at second level before. It should have been cast at third level, which would have meant you could have targeted one other person as well.
Okay.
So,
Ka-chow.
missed abilities. Don't forget your stuff.
Okay.
Also, Elemental Adept, when
Yes.
your fireball was rolled all at once before, you
Yes,
should
I
have been
have
able to
4
reroll
ones,
the
and so that would be now 2, so that's 24 altogether.
24 instead of 20 to the damage. So these guys who were wounded before were extra wounded now.
Extra wounded.
Thank you, Etienne, for pointing that out. All right, that was your whole turn. Then we've got back to the bad guys. Wings come out, cracks the neck.
Why?
Horatio, it's been some time since we sparred off.
Charges forwards. Is going to use the charger feat, like you just tried to take a hammering hooves attack at you.
Not lethal, right?
We'll see, won't we? That is going to be, what's your armor class? That is a 16 to hit.
Armor class,
First page.
First
24.
Not
Wait.
24.
Am I on
No, 12.
12.
12, so 16 beats 12. He's going to
I don't
slam
think
into
so.
No, she doesn't. That is going to
I
be.
don't know what equipping armor
That's
means or how to do
Go
it.
into
That
your
is-
inventory and press yes on your armor.
That is, she doesn't have armor on.
Oh, okay.
She's got 0 dexterity. She's wearing 1 leather armor, which gives her +1, and she's even got a protection cloak, which
Well,
gives
she
her another
can't.
+1. So she's only got 12
Horatio
armor.
can't look so sexy if he's covered up all
Exactly.
the time.
You have 20. That was I rolled 2 9s on the d10s. +4 from his strength, because picture the biggest horse you ever seen and double it. That's a pretty big, strong horse. So that's going to be 22.
That's a reaction as a bard.
Do you?
Okay.
Let's see.
Do I?
I think
I don't
that's
think
it's a law bard thing, and she's a glamour bard
okay,
thing.
never mind.
22 points of damage is what this all equates to.
Well, I'm a 0.
Look, I was gonna have.
Boom! Just like charges in, big old wings come in for like pushes back to push the legs forwards, and just slams both feet into the chest. Boom! Knocks you over and knocks you to 0.
My friend, why would you do this?
Yes, I mean you're normally stronger. I thought we were sparring.
No, you almost killed me dead.
Oh no!
Oh, goodness me, Horatio! You used to be so tough!
I think I broke a rib.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let me try CPR.
I'm gonna CPR on the chest with my hooves. Brings the horse hooves down on the chest.
He's got like electricity in his hooves. He's like, clear.
Oh, goodness, you put on weight.
It's just muscle mass.
Oh, muscle mass my ass. All right, I think we're done fighting. Let's go.
I think so.
All right, that is Hanky's turn. Then it is.
Well, I was gonna attack people, but
Arrow.
I guess I'll cure wounds instead, shouldn't I?
Up to you.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast cure wounds on Horatio.
Okay. Cure wounds. What level?
Bloody hell, I don't know. Is it 2? I got 2 levels
Level
here.
2?
Let's do level 2.
You're going for a level 2 then?
Sure.
All right, 2d8 plus your wisdom modifier. That
I
one.
need another d8. Wait, this one?
Yep, that's a d8. That's
want
a
another
d10.
one?
What?
Yeah, do you
Where's the
want another
10?
Here's another one.
Oh, thanks. I saw an 8 on that dice, and it looked like the highest number that was there, so I thought it was a d8. Didn't count the sides.
0 is the highest number on it. Yeah, it's D10s. I just hate how they're
4 in
labelled.
total.
4 plus your wisdom modifier.
One second. This is what we do when we don't want to make it boring for people to watch +3.
All right, 7 points of healing. You are not dying any longer. You can mark on 7 points of healing. You've cast your spell.
And I've got a bonus action. Can I cast Slayer's Prayer? I think that might
Yes,
be a
you
bonus
can.
action. I'll cast it on. I don't really want to attack a horse. This way.
Pegasus.
Well,
Racist.
So sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I take it back. Maybe this guy, because he seems like
He was the spellcaster that did the.
Yeah, so maybe I'll cast Slayer's Prey on him.
Okay, so you've Slayer's Prayed this guy. You like all of that lightning damage taken down my friend, and you focus on him and you mark him as your.
I look at him in the eye and I'm like.
Mark him as your prey.
Yeah, with something.
Bonus and action, and do you want to move anywhere?
Probably not. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't really know. So he gets second advantage.
Did you
'cause I'm,
want
like,
to
right
use
there.
your Ember Shard with that?
How do I use that with?
In the same way that you've seen with the other things, it magnifies or amplifies.
You could add it another person if you wanted to.
Do you want to use an Ember Shard?
Well, I would like to, but I just don't know how to apply
As
that
you
to
use
what
your
I've got.
Ember Shard to cast as like a conduit to cast a spell through, you can either choose a second target within range to also apply the same healing to, or you can upcast it to level 3 instead of level 2.
3.
Cool. Roll another d8.
6.
6. So you get an extra 6 points of healing because you cast it through the Ember Shard.
You get another 6 points.
Nice.
And mark off one of the Ember Shards that he gave you.
You're right.
That is your turn entirely then. All right, after your turn comes the main baddies, I suppose. All right, anybody who has not gone yet. So this guy's gone, this guy's gone. This guy was stunned on his turn, so his turn's done. We've got these 4 left. You dived heroically out of the way of that lightning, so this one's going to come your way. And it's going to wrap you up in a fiery embrace, and it's going to try and restrain you in fire. So, contested athletics check. You can make an athletics or acrobatics, your choice, whichever's higher.
Okay.
And you're going to take some fire damage from that. This one, meanwhile, is going to run over to Nixie. Going to try and take out Nixie.
Nothing. No. That would be a 7 there.
7.
Am I resistant to that fire though?
Yes, you are.
In any way?
Fail against the wrapped up entanglement. It's like a smokish monster wraps up around you and then solidifies itself into a restraining grasp. You're grappled and you will take. Where is it? There it is.
A hug.
And a big cuddle.
You'll take 5 fire damage, but because you're resistant, you'll only take 3 of it. 3 points of fire damage.
And then it heals you.
It actually cauterizes oil.
This one runs over to you and draws out 2 swords and takes a slash with them both. You'll notice that his Ember Shard is powering this magical sword, so he's added it to his magic attack.
Cool. I will Hellish Rebuke as soon as he's
Okay.
hitting.
So the first one will hit with a 20-something to hit, and that is going to magnify this to a 7 points of damage.
7 points of damage.
And then you Hellish Rebuke that.
Yes, I will Hellish Rebuke, which is
A reaction to taking damage.
yes. So you have to roll a
Sets them on fire.
save.
It was
Dex
dexterity
16.
saving throw. That is fails at 16.
Okay, cool. So then you take 2d10 fire damage. I'll just roll the hundreds and I'll just. So that's a 9 and a 4.
So 13 points of fire damage to him, and he'd taken half of the 24 before, which is 12. 12, and then your Scorching Ray missed him. So 12.
I'm just math being like, me being like, yeah, totally.
12 and then 13. It was just 13, wasn't it? 13 over here.
That was 13 just then.
5. It's down. So he doesn't get to hit you with his second attack because you knock him unconscious.
Sorry, 3d10. I think,
Oh damn!
Actually,
He's extra unconscious.
Yes.
Yeah, he draws out 2 swords,
Yeah.
goes to Ember Shard, empower them both, slashes you with the first one, and your instant reaction just whoosh sets him up. He just runs around like Wilhelm screams and falls down unconscious over here somewhere.
Stop, drops, and rolls.
Amon just sort of puts his hand out and just extinguishes the flames from him before he burns
Aw,
to
no
death.
fear.
I have a +1 on something, Rob.
Yes, you do have a +1
I didn't add it
inspiration from over
I
here.
didn't add it to anything.
Neither do I.
Oh well.
Next time.
Damn it!
Next time.
Inspiration just is when you want to use it.
Okay. I need to write context for that because it looks like +1 and I'm
just
like,
added
I
the
don't know what that is. I forgot.
That was his turn. We've got this guy's going to stand to his feet. Damn it, Nixie. He is going to. Let's see, who's he? He could get to Nixie and attack, and she's just used her reaction, so he's going to do that. He's going to run over to you, Nixie. He's going to bring out his weapons. He's going to take 2 strikes at you again. The first one is an 18 plus stuff hits. The second one's a 15 plus stuff hits.
Yep.
So he's going to deal 8 and then another 12 is 20 total.
Poof. Damn.
He's on death's door though, that guy. And then finally we've got the last of, we've got the other salamandery guy.
Maybe
he can't
just,
do much from there.
Like, wants to lie down.
He's tired.
This guy
He's a
can
sleepy boy.
see you.
No, he can't.
I love how you talked and Rob's like, right, Phoenix, here we go.
Yeah.
Shit.
This guy can't see you, so but he also yeah, you like fire. The fire method is going to fly over your way and then just belch fire in your direction. I need a dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity. Ooh, not great. Ooh, not great. 6.
6 is going to fail. You go. That's 4 points of fire damage reduced to 2 because of your resistance. 2 points of fire damage from that guy. This one sees you. What is he going to do from there?
I am not doing well.
Nothing because I'm not the closest enemy.
Doesn't have to be for magic missile.
No!
Throws it out like throws these magical force bolts towards you.
I can't dodge it.
You can't dodge a magic missile.
Uncanny dodge?
It's not an attack roll, so it doesn't affect uncanny dodge. So you're going to take 5, 6, and 3 is 9.
Oh.
9 points of force damage as 3 of them strike you, and then he's going to back away.
Am I no longer hidden? Because he hit
Nope,
me?
that didn't affect your hidden status.
Okay, cool.
I think that's all of them, except for Amon,
Amon, go away. That worked too.
who says,
900.
What do you think? Enough of a demonstration? You want to keep going?
No, yep, stop. Just please, we're done. Lovely Ember Shards. Thank you for the presentation. I am done. And I'm very
sure?
sorry. Yep, no, we're done. Thank you.
Is that enough of a demonstration, or is that
Yes.
just because you keep getting down?
It's just I've learned heaps, so I don't need any
right.
more demonstrations.
You sure?
Yeah.
Sorry for interrupting everybody, but yeah, check it out. VLDL.shop. It's got everything you need. Every single thing you need is over at VLDL.shop, and it helps support us making more content.
Can you buy that jumper?
You can buy it. No, that's not available.
What about a sense of self-worth?
I don't know how to package that. Back to the game.
top of the round, the lair action occurs, which is the Tree of Life responding to your ability, which was, I will tell you, always going to be the case, which is why Amon doesn't mind people like fighting to the death because they don't actually die. They go unconscious, and then at the top of each round, in this close of a vicinity to the Tree of Life, it stabilizes people when they're dying. So at the top of the round, it normally just stabilizes them though, but with your persuasion, it is also going to heal anybody who's down for 1 hit point. So it stabilizes anyone. It also heals everybody for 1 hit point.
That's 1 hit point higher.
Yep. Nice. All right. Top of the round. Is anybody continuing to fight? You are first.
Yeah, for sure.
There you go. Then what do you do?
Okay.
Amon goes, is that enough of a demonstration? These guys are like turning away from you, being like, are we stopping fighting? And you're like,
No! I'm gonna go so that, sorry, I'm standing up. I'm gonna go so that I've got, do you count these as like 5 feet apart?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm going to the salamander close to the ground.
Yes.
Can I jump over the salamander?
This one here?
Yes.
This one's a fire method, but yes, you can.
Okay, cool. Fire
will,
method?
by jumping over him, you will leave these guys melee range.
You know what? I'll take it, and let's just see if this happens.
Okay. This one is going to take a strike at you with a sword. 16 plus stuff will hit.
Yes.
He looks like a Ninja Turtle.
And that is going to be
Turtles don't like fire.
12 points of damage.
Oh, I'm down.
So you're like, ha!
Oh, no.
Are we still fighting? He says to Amon, and you're like, yeah! And you jump over a thing and he goes, all right, strike right across the back and Nixie goes down. Poof.
Straight away. Damn
like,
it. I
At
was.
least you know
Oh,
you're
shit.
not gonna die now.
I got Nixie! Oh my god, I got Nixie, everybody! He's I got her! Oh my god, I got her!
Bring me back, it'll be so funny.
That is the start of your turn, so you don't need to make any death saves.
Yep.
Oh,
Phoenix.
do we want to keep fighting? Because I kind of want to shoot that guy for hurting you.
It's up to you. Do you want to?
I mean, you've still got
You do
those
you.
fire. Oh, wait, no, you wouldn't. Not anymore.
Oh, no.
Concentration's ended.
Yeah.
whatever.
You still got the
you're
plus
like,
3.
You're like,
D6.
haha!
Yeah.
You bring the arrow out. It's flaming. You go to take an attack at him, and just as you're pulling it back, she goes down unconscious, and the fire goes.
Should have just stayed.
Ah, well, I'll still shoot him. Am I hidden?
You are hidden from that guy. Yeah.
Cool.
Nice.
Sneak attack him.
Yeah, 3d6.
All right, make an attack roll. You have advantage because you're hidden from him.
16 plus 7.
16 plus 7 definitely hits.
Or 12 plus 7.
Cool.
19.
So that hits. Roll
Okay.
damage with your sneak attack.
Oops. I caught
Nice
that one. Oops. Okay.
2 6s, 2 2s. That's 16. 16 plus 4 is 20. 20 points of damage to that guy who is already wounded.
Yeah.
Are you going for the kill or are you going to wound?
Well, I
Like
can
you're
do
going to-
Whales from the Grave too.
You can.
Which I
Are you,
haven't
are you
done
going for the
yet.
kill or are you going to like non-lethal?
I'm not gonna kill him.
All right, so through his lower guts, he goes down. He's going to be stabilized at the top of the next round. I'll take him off the board just for clarity. And then your Whales of the Grave.
And I'm gonna use an Ember Shard.
And you're going to use an Ember Shard.
Yeah.
All right. I will. It's not using a spell for this.
No. Oh, if I
Whales
can
of the
use it.
Grave is a necrotic thing. I'll allow it for flavor. It technically only applies to spells. I'll just apply it as if it was a necrotic thing, which means you can choose an extra target. Which means you'll be able to choose 3 people instead of, because Whales of the Grave is already you choosing an extra target.
Yes.
And then with an Ember Shard, mark off an Ember Shard, and I'll allow it
That's
for
not big.
an extra one. So you can now go. You can choose, and it's half of the sneak attack damage, or is it? The full
Immediately
amount?
after you deal sneak attack damage to a creature on your turn, you target a second creature that you can see within 30 feet of the first creature, and it takes 2d6 necrotic damage. And you also deal this necrotic damage to the first creature.
Oh,
Okay.
nice.
Oh. But like
so you-
non-lethally.
Whales of the Grave, and then with Ember Shard you grab
necrotic damage.
non-lethal necrotic damage. This guy will definitely be finished off by the extra necrotic damage, and Amon might have to just suck up the fact that that guy died. Oops.
So he's dead?
Yeah, you murdered him.
No.
Yep.
No?
Yeah. He survived years in the gladiator ring. Yeah. Against some really big dudes and then died to a fairy.
Well, I mean, come on, I'm a pretty strong fairy.
Well, yeah. But let's not distract from the fact you just murdered one of my workers.
Distract? Wait, huh? What? Oh, don't you? Oh.
I'm not hearing anything. Can we talk about how you murdered Grant?
That is your turn. You've given yourself away now position-wise, but that is just your action, I believe. You've got movement and bonus.
I'm gonna go around another tree and
You're
hide.
gonna flitter back over here or something and hide. And now you're hidden from everybody on the battlefield.
Do I need to do a stealth check?
You do.
17 plus 10.
27. Everybody on the battlefield loses sight of where you went. That was your turn. Anything from you, Buble? You are encased. Oh yeah, at the start of your turn, because you're starting encased in fire. You take 3 points of fire damage, halved, rounded up 2 points of fire damage to you.
Christ. I'm just, okay, 2 points of damage, yeah. Yep, okay. I'd really like to get out of this fighting situation. I just feel like I've just been hit.
I'm sure if you say you're done, Dad will listen to you.
Daddy, can we stop?
I'm done. We don't want to fight anymore.
I'm still stuck.
I mean, there's a real easy way of you getting out of this.
With my water.
Yeah, against fire.
Fog cloud? I don't know if that's going to do
You're
anything.
trying to. I love that you're trying to get fog cloud in.
What was that last one?
Gaseous form.
What does that do?
I transform a willing creature I touch, along with everything it's wearing, carrying it into a misty cloud for the duration. I'll try that one, eh? And that one.
Okay, a willing creature, you think?
Yeah. You're
You are currently grappled by a smoke monster thing.
You could.
Do you want to try and get out of that by turning into smoke yourself and escaping as a gaseous form?
Well,
Can't grapple a fart cloud.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So I turn into the gas.
That's what I was implying.
Yeah.
Do you want to turn into a fat cloud to escape this guy's
Yeah.
grapple? Or you could also just try and kill him or do anything else.
No, yeah, I think I just want to get out of there. I don't even want to attack. I just want to get out.
Okay.
I want to talk to this guy
So,
at some point.
gaseous form.
Mm-hmm.
You, it bubbles up from within you. You start to see anybody watching starts to see the skin go a little translucent. You start to turn almost like an air elemental rather than water. But you turn into water vapor, water mist, and then this thing has a hard time grappling you, and you just are a gaseous cloud now, and you can move around at your leisure.
Fun.
Anybody who's watching Amon for any similar reactive elements, like when you cast Scorching Cloud, there's no response in him from this, so it seems like
It's just
whatever
fire
your gaseous cloud thing is not from him.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay.
That's a water.
But you start heading over his direction?
Yeah, I'm just going to float towards that way.
Okay. That is your turn. Horatio, you are on the ground but conscious.
Okay, well, I get up again. I've got 14 hit points.
I'm so sorry. Are you okay?
Puts his hoof out to try and hold you up.
I didn't mean to. I thought you could handle it. Have you gotten soft since you left the girded gauntlet?
No, Hanky. I've always been soft on my insides.
Oh, I feel so bad.
Oh, don't feel bad. And I get out a sugar cube and give it to him.
Oh, that's so kind.
And even though Horatio sometimes loses his temper and tries to kill everything, usually when he's thinking rationally, he's a lover, not a fighter, and so he kind of dusts himself off and like disengages from.
Are we done? Are we calling it done? This thing's like pushing in to try and fight you, and Hanky just like poof, just stamps on its like salamander tail. It starts to skirt away. Like, are we done? I think we've proven what we needed to prove.
I'm done, my friend. And I give him a pat on his beautiful long nose.
Oh, that's so kind. Come on, let's go and have a seat somewhere.
You two disengage from the fight. Arrow, what you got?
I don't want to do this anymore. I'm like, well, there's no point. There's no stakes, really.
You just back away.
I'm just going to say,
fight.
I might actually just take a little seat over here and I just have a watch.
Watch of the
Watch
fight.
everybody else do their thing. You know, maybe I'm learning some stuff.
Amon puts his hand up and
That's enough. I think we've proven what we needed to prove.
Yeah.
You've seen some demonstration of what the Ember Shards can do. Now, shall we talk business? I said back to work!
And then all of these guys see, oh shit, the boss is calling, and suddenly you saw a glimpse there of his fiery temper. If people, if he's convivial enough, like he was open and friendly and welcoming, but his patience is now starting to
we
be
don't
like,
have any money.
let's talk business. You said you're here for business.
Yeah.
Death
I'm
saving
gonna roll
throw
a
from you,
death
please.
save.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, can we
Is that cocked? I don't know. Sort of? Yeah, kind of. It was a 15, but it was slightly cocked.
You can take it or you can leave it. I don't mind because the
That's a 17, even better.
17.
Nice.
Shortly after that, the Tree of Life stabilizes you, and he comes down to you and picks you up and goes, "She'll be fine in a few minutes." Just like puts you in a recovery position. She'll wake up. Back to work. All right. So he then takes you guys aside and says, "So we stop with these charades then? Get down to actual business. You got interest in buying, or are you here for just interest in bone caller?"
We're both of the above. It's a
Right.
business trip that we have.
It's tax deductible.
It's tax deductible, yes.
You doing withholding tax at your business, or are you?
We're more doing withholding facts. We got a fax machine and kind of calculates it all for us.
I mean, it sounds like you're withholding facts, by which I mean you're bullshitting me. And if you're not ready to go into business, you're wasting my time.
I'm sorry. I might walk away in a second because we're the best business people that this place has ever seen.
Yeah. We actually won Shark Tank.
Can I sleight of hand take some shit?
I want to take some shit. Let's go.
Be more specific. What are you trying to take?
Is there's any Ember Shards around that I could take, or just you said that the thing was really wealthy.
From how you've been with your high perception, especially because you got expertise in it now, from being here, you can tell that this is the entire what was once a wood elven village has been turned into an industrial. Like everything is focused on this same industry. The thing that you saw the guy chiseling off of the charred tree of life before, that is like the raw Ember Shard. He takes the charred wood off of all of the trees that were burnt when the Demon Lord came through. All of the Demon Lords came through this town and basically tore down the forest, all of the charred wood and everything. They are mining it from the trees because the tree of life has a celestial quality to it, a life quality to it, and so it's imbued the charred wood with magic. So he takes that off and then he goes through like a very in-depth process of refining it and turning it into that polished glass-like stuff that you saw. So you can try and just take some offcuts from like charred trees and things, but it won't be refined Ember Shard.
Can we figure out how to refine it? I don't know if we'd be able
We'd
to
have
figure
to
out.
destroy the.
Talk to the Tree of Life. Maybe it needs a hand.
I don't know if he talks back to me.
You can try.
Give it a go.
Yeah.
But like, that would be you'd be walking away from a conversation with Amon right now to be like, I'm gonna talk to the tree in the middle of a conversation, which seems weird.
Okay, I don't want to talk to you. I want to talk to the big guy.
So you want to sleight of hand steal some shit while he's talking to you. What are you trying to steal?
Oh well, I'm hidden right now, aren't I?
Well,
Behind
yeah,
a
but
tree?
like the fight's over and Nixie at this point you come to again with 1 hit point. He goes, hey,
And then I cast
you're back,
fire.
are you? You're back, are you? We're done with the fight.
Aww.
I mean, you've still got that frog somewhere, haven't you? And you look around and you see a frog just like running away down the forest.
Oh, he's getting away!
I'll cast Aganazar's Scorcher.
Jeez.
I just go straight for it. Yeah, like, honestly, that was what I was lining up because I had a bunch of guys right in a line for me, and I was like, that hardly ever happens.
Make an attack roll with the, I think it's an attack roll, or is it a dex save?
It's a dex save, dex 16.
So the frog rolls a 16 plus his modifier.
Damn it!
So he takes half damage and dies anyway.
Oh,
Because
okay,
he's a
cool.
frog.
Yeah, 3d8.
Yeah, you can roll it if you want. He's definitely going to die.
Yeah, we'll just go with that then.
The frog.
Score!
Nice.
Scorch. Wild Surge, please.
Yes. 8 again.
All right, trigger goes up again.
Now 4.
He is now interested in talking. Let's talk business. You can tell those, especially those insightful among you. I think like 3 of you have a +3 insight, so you're all relatively insightful. Those insightful among you can tell he's starting to lose his patience. He's a businessman, and you're keeping him.
Okay. Right, Amon, I can see you losing your patience, but please, 1 second. Let me talk with my business partners. We need to make a group decision. 1 moment, please.
Business is important.
Okay. I feel like there's no harm in buying a few.
Do we have enough money though? It's platinum's a lot of money.
Well, that's
how
for
much do you
100.
need?
That's for 144.
144. How many do you need?
I don't think we need any. The thing that I'm worried about is that even if we destroy Bonecaller, they can just make more Ember Shards forever and ever from that tree of life.
We have to kill the tree.
I don't know. I think Tree of Life would kill us all, but the Ember Shards come from the tree. And if we destroy Bonecaller, what if there's some other bad guy that comes and keeps buying the Ember Shards? The only solution I could see was if we got really rich and then he only sold to us and we just didn't use him because we're good guys.
We are. It's not so buying it out, buying up supply and stuff.
Yeah, I think we do not have enough money for that.
No, we got no
Wait,
money.
how much is it? I wasn't listening. I was making a sandwich.
Platinum for 844.
Wait, how many platinum?
8.
8 platinum.
No, but
That's
that
a lot
was-
of money.
It was like there was math involved to make it more than that, wasn't it?
It was like per gross.
He told you 10 platinum is what he sells it for currently.
Yeah,
Just per unit.
No, 10 platinum per gross. So 10 platinum per 144.
I wonder how much there is.
10 platinum is 100 gold.
Because we could ask for less, but like,
Set a price.
the whole point of coming here is to find Bonecaller.
Yeah, can we ask him, how do you get the Ember Shards to Bonecaller? And then we jump in the carriage and...
I mean,
it was
going.
across the river to Calzette, I think.
But Calzette's dead because we killed him.
And,
God.
Got rid of
Which you haven't brought up with this guy.
Yeah, we don't want to tell him that.
I didn't say that out loud. I said it in my head.
Wait.
Is it
Couldn't we be the replacement of Calzette? Oh, we should have brought him.
we
I
don't
could have
have money.
animated him and we could have done business.
What did I say?
God damn it.
About puppeting Calzette.
I was sitting here
the
like,
dead
oh
guy?
my god, they're
Yeah.
so close to bringing the dead guy the whole way and actually being able to prove, hey, we killed the one guy that's buying your Ember Shards from you.
should've
And then
taken his
right at the last moment you were
know
like,
what?
I'll just destroy him.
I'm just gonna walk
Garage.
up and I'm gonna be like, I killed Calzette. You've got no one to sell to, and I'm gonna summon his spirit if I can.
Get it.
If I can't, I'm gonna use a hero point.
Just say
Go
some shit.
Phoenix.
Just say some shit. What is your? Is there a phantom ability that's something like that?
I don't know. I mean, like I can talk to them, like
Let's see.
when I do like whispers and stuff.
Phantom
Yeah, he
Rogue.
looked like this. But kind of dead.
And naked.
And with no foot.
And naked, and he had no top lip. Who still has his mustache, by the way?
You guys took his mustache.
Yeah, they took his. They took his clothes and his mustache.
I think
I don't know.
one of you guys took it off him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what we thought we were going to disguise Self with his mustache, right? Wasn't that supposed to be?
You can't. So all right. So it's, this is. You can't. As at this level of a phantom rogue, you can't do that shit. So give me the token and I'll allow it. Yeah. All right. So you walk up to Amon, and you say, "Look, we killed Kelzet.
Yeah.
We know that he's the one you've been selling to, and now you don't have a buyer. So here's the proof." You summon a visual, a spectral vision of him. He seems confused. He seems like he's out of it completely, like he's high on amnesiac gas or something. He's not sure exactly where he is. He's just kind of floating there in space. And you say, "We killed him, so what of it now?" And he goes, "Huh. Well, that certainly puts a damper on the business. I know that he was only the middleman, though, so I could find more people to sell to.
Like us, perhaps.
If you're willing to buy, I'm willing to sell.
We could use it as
Of course, if the problem is that what he's doing with these Ember Shards ain't to your taste, it's none of my business what he's doing with them after he sells them. You want to counteract them, I can tell you how."
Yeah, probably.
Yes.
Yeah.
That'd be great. Thanks for offering that information. I'm so willing.
You never asked.
That is true.
We did not.
I mean, you could also just like sell it to the guy and then roll him afterwards.
That's not a bad idea.
Also
I do
We
like
could
to
pretend
You have the money and the
we could
shards.
infiltrate Bonecaller potentially, like being like, "Oh, we're gonna deliver."
we could.
You-
I have
But do you know
disguised
the-
Look, none of this is of my concern at all. I don't give a shit what you do. So, you want to destroy the Ember Shards, I can tell you how, and I can tell you where you find the thing that can do it.
Yes, please.
Yes.
All right, then I want something in return.
Okay,
Depends.
I need you to deliver a message for me.
sure.
Okay. To who?
It's to a fellow called Joe.
Who's Joe?
Joe Mama! Boom! Gotcha! Amon! No, I'm sorry. That's immature of me. It is a message to a person called Joe, though. I was just messing with you.
Okay, so Joe who?
Joe Grandmama! Boom! Twice in a row! That's how Amon do! Oh, oh, oh!
Your grandma, I know where she is.
Oh,
I haven't been home in a while.
are you my cousin?
Wouldn't exactly say cousin, no. I'd say, if we put it in terms that you would understand in your language, I'd say more like grandfather.
Oh.
Papa.
Collective gasp.
Your parents came to me because they were having trouble conceiving. And I granted a wish. And as such, your Mappy was born. The other one, also having trouble conceiving. I was a bit busy, so they went to a friend of mine.
Oh no.
Bob Breeden is her name.
Barbara Eden.
Ba Breeden.
Not Barbara.
Not Barbara. Barbara Eden, yeah. Ba Breeden.
Bob Breeden. All right.
Bob
She-
reading.
Yeah.
Whatever the you want, I don't give a shit. We don't use your human tongue too much, so
Barbarella.
it means nothing to me. Call us whatever you need. I go by many names. Bob Breeden made your grandma's friend able to conceive, and she gave birth to your Mappy, your Pammy. Mappy and Pammy are basically the terms for genasi parents.
Right.
They don't really have, because they're water genasis, the sex roles and gender roles are very fluid. Either one can be pregnant, either one can carry a person's term.
Gosh,
And so generally one of the ones that's taking a more typically motherly role of actually like carrying to term is known as a Mappy, and the other one's the Pammy.
So both my
Both your parents were the conception of a wish from a genie.
Gotcha. Yeah. Thank you.
One from this guy and one from another genie.
Okay.
Bob Breeden is another one.
Ba Breeden is the other genie.
breeding.
Horatio starts working on a new song for inspirational purposes.
Eden.
Bob Eden and I, we had a interest in, let's say, working relationship.
They did the thing.
It
We're talking about sexual intercourse.
Looks real different for our people, though.
What is that? We lay eggs.
We had a sort of, I guess you'd call it a matrimony. We were joined by magic, and we confirmed this this magical matrimony with a particular object.
Dun dun dun, I think it's my war gong.
There we are, we get there.
You meet
I hope it's bringing you as much use as it brought to us. But I need you to deliver a message for me. I need you to head to.
That is kind of gross.
I need you to head to bar.
Banging the gong.
Hit the bar.
Sorry, I missed that.
Bar breeding.
Yeah, we're going to bar.
We're going to bar.
I need you to find Bar. She resides in the Fargenry Trench. Fargenry, Fargenri.
Genri.
You know the Fargenry Trench? That is your home. That is the deep sea trench that you were kicked out of, essentially.
Oh no.
Bar resides in the Fargenry Trench on the off the coast of the Dragon Tooth Cliffs. You deliver that message for me. I'll tell you where to find a thing called drip mist. You see, fire and water don't mix too well. Fire and water mixes like oil and water.
Good sick joke.
Sneaky polite laughs.
And while the Ember Shard's powerful, drip mist can counteract its abilities. Drip mist's found off the deep sea vents around the base of the Fargenry Trench. So it's fortuitous you go in there anyway.
Fortuitous?
What's the message?
What's what I'm thinking?
Yeah, what is the
Thought you'd never ask.
He steps out into the open. He becomes flame again from the bottom half. And then he starts to swirl. He starts to swirl fire around himself, and he's summoning embers and smoke and ash around himself. And he goes into what is essentially like an interpretive dance using flames. And he's flickering flames around. And
That's my role.
and you are mesmerized by watching this thing, and you're feeling emotions within it. There's powerful interpretations that can come from it. It's obviously subjective somewhat to the people watching, but this is one of the ways that they communicate as elementals, not through language, but through the use of their own element.
It's like bees.
Yeah, he's doing a bee
Doing a
dance.
little dance.
Doing a little wiggle. And he finishes this beautiful dance.
You got all that?
And then he goes, did you get that?
No, not really.
Let me tell you one more time.
Thank
Watch
you.
carefully.
Thank you so much.
And he does it again. And it's beautiful and mesmerizing. It lasts about a minute. And you're feeling these feelings and emotions, and there's definitely a feeling of longing and of love and of missing. There's a feeling of it inspires feelings within you of someone who is regretful of certain actions, but has caused this long lost love rift between them. He's basically. It seems like you interpret that it's somewhat of an apology for something.
Right. Cheated.
You get this message down, and you're suddenly like, how do I then portray this message to the
I love
Bar?
you and I'm sorry.
That is the message he wishes for you to portray to Bar, the water genie.
Now, did you get all that?
Yes, of course I did.
All right.
Yes.
Would you mind repeating it back to me?
Yeah, of course. Okay. That was it, right? Is that right?
You gotta pop it a bit better. Like, pop it.
Performance check, please.
Okay. Oh dear.
Oh, no. What was it?
Two there. So look, +6.
Help?
I still
You start choreographing.
Yeah, we're on the sides being like,
I got +6, but then I've also got my inspiration point I haven't used.
Yes, okay, cool.
So
We'll add that.
9.
So 9 with advantage because of the help action from choreography.
Yeah, roll again. Thank you.
We got you. 15.
So 15 plus 1, 16 plus 6, you said?
Yes.
22. All right. With a 22, with their help, with a lot of their help, with mostly their help, you managed to portray a lot of this message.
You absolutely nailed it.
Thank you.
Honestly, it's like you'd choreographed it.
Thank you. I am an entertainer,
Wow.
so it makes sense.
I'm so impressed.
And it's actually remarkable that you guys see for the first time Buble really kind of accepting the fiery nature now that you have some understanding of where you came from and why it is that you have this fiery nature within you. You are the descendant of a fire genie's wish and a water genie's wish. And you are starting to accept the beautiful kind of culmination of those two elements mixing within each other in ways that they shouldn't, but you make it work, and you see this fire starting to come out, these flames starting to emerge. They move, they don't flicker like flames, they move like water. They're a much more fluid flame, which does somewhat change the meaning, but it's like someone with a different dialect speaking the message. It'll still be understood, but it'll be in your voice.
Can she cast lightning like in Avatar? Because they use water techniques with their fire.
Sure. Well, eventually, maybe.
You can control all the Maha, like out there now.
Oh my gosh.
Just hot water.
Yeah.
And it's a beautiful rendition of the message. We'll see if you remember it once you get to your grandmother, essentially. What do you guys do?
Sneaky lets out one little tear.
No. Beautiful. I think finally we can be friends.
Thank you.
I erupt into applause. I am welling up. I've never seen such a beautiful dance.
Standing ovation.
I am impressed.
Thank you.
Oh.
Okay. Well, I guess we go get this trip.
How do you feel about going home?
I'm a bit scared because I did, as I've said to you before, you wouldn't know this, Nixie, but I did kind of get rejected from my hometown because I was a performer who started accidentally spraying fire, and people in the sea didn't like it, so I ran into land, and that's why I've escaped. And so I've not been to the water since, and I'm a bit scared about it. And I don't know where my parents are because they left me as a baby in this whale carcass.
Wait, so
they were never going
Oh, wait, no. I was gonna say, like, they went through all that trouble to get pregnant, and then, but no, you're their child. Gotcha.
Yeah.
I know how lineage works.
Well, Hanky mounts. Horatio mounts Hanky. Horatio mounts Hanky and goes, "I guess we're all going together."
I'm pretty strong, but I ain't able to carry all of y'all that way.
I think that we should commandeer a ship if we're going into the ocean, shouldn't we?
Amon says,
I mean, I got boats.
What kind of boats you got?
You want to come to some sort of agreement? I can sell you a boat or trade for you.
I got no money, guys. Sorry.
What you got to buy or trade with?
Cuddles?
I have a javelin.
He looks down at his flaming body and goes, I don't think that would work well for you.
I have some gold. It depends how much it is.
How much you got?
I mean, I'm probably not going to be much use if you guys are going underwater. Like, all of my spells are fire-based.
You have to come with us. You're one of us now.
I mean...
Sorry, I need Nixie. She's too powerful.
But didn't I pay off my debt?
You ain't even close, honey.
Oh, man.
We just became friends.
You're in debt? Oh, I know about that. Sorry about it.
I've got 5 gold.
How do you see how much money you have?
You do not. I just have 5 gold.
So you want a boat, huh?
Mm-hmm.
You're not cheap.
Okay.
How much you got?
Let's say 5 gold. Okay, that's 18 plus 9.
God damn.
27.
Good at lying. 5 gold.
Uh-huh.
It's a lot of coins for 5 gold.
It's in copper pieces.
Oh, well then I totally buy it. All right, you got yourself a deal.
I also have 5 gold.
I happen to know you don't, because you get all your gold from me.
I know. I just thought I could keep the other 20.
You name your price first.
That's not how this is gonna work. I'm the
I
one with
think
the
it is
boat.
how it's going to work.
I'm the one with the boat you want to buy.
I'm the
Tell me
one
how
with the
much
gold you
got.
want for the boat.
I don't need to sell the boat.
Oh, we don't need the boat.
Objectively wrong. You're not in a good position to bargain.
I got 50 yards of hemp rope.
I could use rope.
Really?
He
I
brands
could
it
use
all.
rope. We can add it to the. We can add it to the pot.
I have 14 of these thingies. Gold.
14 of these things. 14 gold. Yeah.
I
love that. I think that's Buble in character, being like, I'm not
what's
used to
this?
land shit.
What is this?
You need? Is this worth
This
stuff?
valuable? Yeah.
I've got these things.
I have
Looks at them, goes,
1 gold
yeah.
coins.
14 from you. 5 from you.
5.
Make a deception check.
What is that? Is that 3?
Yeah.
Plus 3 is 6.
6 total. He goes, all right, 5 from you and the rest.
I know. Horatio begrudgingly gives over 9 gold.
Okay.
Oh shit, I've got so much gold.
14, 9, 23, 5, 28.
50 yards of
rope.
rope. Sorry, feet.
How much more do you need?
I'd say make it around 30.
Okay, how about this? I'll give you all of my gold, 25. You let them have the ship. Yeah, promise. And
Waiting for the
maybe
end.
I'll do another job for you as long as it includes burning things.
Nixie is always going to include burning things.
I mean, of course, but I just had to make sure.
Giving up 25 gold for these folk?
I mean, they've all been my friend. And I, it's kind of hard to make those sometimes, especially when they're really flammable.
You do need real friends sometimes. Where you talk to, what's that flittering thing that you only see?
Oh,
MB?
MB? Yeah. I didn't know you knew about that.
I see
Yeah.
a lot of things around my place.
Look, if you let them have this ship, then maybe the next time they come past, maybe I can go with them that time.
All right, got a deal.
Thank you. Are you on fire? Is Nixie on fire?
No, no.
I give you a hand.
You're welcome.
And
As long as you come back and get me, okay?
Yes.
And as he takes you down to the lake, to the dock,
Look, where's the ship?
he shows you one of the ships that he's willing to part with for the amount given. And you start to board the ship and start to head away. Not Nixie. Sorry, Nixie.
No. Horatio turns around and goes, "Come on, Hanky."
It's a very kind offer, but not only would I not fit on the ship, I got work to do here.
I don't want to leave you.
I'm not so good on the water.
You can fly next to us.
It's pretty exhausting to fly all day, every day, without a break.
It's okay. I'll hang out with him.
Don't worry about it. I'm fine here. I enjoy it.
Okay.
And you know where to find me.
We'll be back.
You stay safe.
Hell yeah.
We'll be back.
Yeah.
Comes over and like puts his head down.
Oh, I give him the last sugar cube.
No.
You stay safe now, Horatio.
You stay safe too, buddy.
Oh yeah, it makes me
And the boat.
As you guys are like sailing across along the
going.
coast, like Nixie's doing that thing where like kids run around by the car. She's like running, and then as soon as she gets to like the peak, she's just like setting off fireworks. Come back soon!
She was gonna set that whole hill on fire.
Bye, Nixie.
Bye, Nixie. Bye. Don't forget about me. Mwah, mwah.
Bye, Hanky. Oh, bye, Hanky.
You take care now.
Fireworks. Wow. Wow.
Can I get a percentage check from you, please?
Yes, you may.
Emotional.
Yeah.
That's a 74.
All right. It's the tenor roll. Okay, this is this is a deep cut right back to some of the flagship campaign when somebody rolled a. I was basically in a town, and somebody asked me. They had a skin to tan, and they were like, "Is there a tannery in this town?" And I was like, "Yeah, let me see." And I rolled, and I was like, 74. Don't know why I was rolling. I don't know what. I didn't set anything to roll for. And then we joked about it being the tannery roll. So when I was then fixing up my wild surge table, the 74 became a tanner and a tannery appears at an unoccupied space within 120 feet of you. The tanner is adamant that they've always existed and that their shop has always been there. They remain there until summoned in this way again. So your wild surge happens as you are firing off fireworks. Wild surge happens, and then this building just appears out of the ground, and a tannery's just outside, just tanning some leathers.
What the hell?
Nixie?
When did that get here? Yeah, but I can't even use leather armor. Ugh.
And you guys look back as if like,
That's a tannery.
what the f*** was that?
Did you see that? Did you see that?
I saw that. Was that always there? Did you see
tannery.
that? Did you see that? Did you see that?
I saw that.
Saw that.
Maybe I should go burn it.
And as you follow the river down towards the mouth of the ocean, out into the sea proper, to head around the coast to the Dragon Tooth Cliffs, where you will head home to encounter your family and hope for some drip mist to encounter the final zombie horde. That's where we'll leave it for today. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for joining us. Thank you very much for joining us.
You guys. This is my calling. I know exactly what to do. Whoa, look at that. What's that? Whoa, have you seen this, guys?
We are all relying on you intensely.
It is not, overall, a very good week for you. Global warming is a real issue.
This is actually a documentary show.
This is a documentary. We tricked you into watching documentary.
Cruising on a big Viking boat.
I don't think you get it. I keep saying it. Buy our merch. Yeah, see? This is the reaction you could be getting. You could be having strange men in your armpits. You could be rubbing nipples like Rowan just did. VLDL.shop, link over there. Buy it.
Who taught you how to sell?
Buy it.
This isn't what people.
This works. This works. Buy it.
Maybe a little down.
No, but fucking buy it.
Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah.